All right, check, check, check. This is what I sound like today on this Friday. Not much different from 1986, 87. Here we go.
And welcome to USA Hockey Arena and the 2025 Under-17 Four Nations Tournament. Our matchup today is between Switzerland and Slovakia. USA Hockey would like to remind all fans to please be alert throughout the game and stoppages, as pucks, sticks, and other flying objects can leave the ice surface and cause serious injury. USA Hockey Arena is a family-friendly environment. Please do not throw objects onto the ice. Objects thrown could seriously injure players and officials. Anyone caught throwing objects onto the playing surface will be immediately removed from the building. USA Hockey Arena also prohibits the use of air horns at any time. Abusive language and smoking are not permitted. Enjoy the game responsibly, and thank you for your cooperation. Please be warned that pregame lighting show and video board may feature strobe-like lighting and effects. And it is now time for the pregame show presented by Tammy Brown Agency Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's more than just four walls and a roof over your head. That's why they say there's no place like it. Home is where you put down roots, and making memories is a daily routine. Knowing that your insurance provider is also a neighbor offers comfort. At Farm Bureau Insurance, the experience you get with our local trusted advisors is different. From financial security to a helping hand, Farm Bureau understands the experience matters. Find an agent who can protect what matters to you.
Call Tammy Brown today.
There's a difference between an answer and a Michigan answer. Our sports medicine answers are found only at a place where orthopedic surgery, rehabilitation, concussion care, sports cardiology, and performance improvement work as one to support athletes of all kinds. Powered by research and rooted in over a century of proven excellence, sports medicine at Michigan Medicine.
Friends, welcome to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. And on this Friday afternoon, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. This tournament, as we remain in the preliminary round, features Slovakia against Switzerland. My name's Pete Krupski. Thank you so much for tuning in. These teams will also meet tomorrow on Saturday in the third place game. Slovakia and Switzerland have yet to win. Slovakia losing to Team USA by a score of 7-5 as you take a look at our graphic showing you. Slovakia losing to Czechia by a score of 5-4. Switzerland losing, as we said before, to Czechia 7-1. And on Wednesday, Switzerland lost to Team USA 4-1. So these teams are playing today to finish out the preliminary round, and they will be playing tomorrow at 1 o'clock to try to clinch third place. The afternoon game should be a dandy at 4:30, Czechia against USA, and they will be playing in the championship game on Saturday. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. You're within the sound of my voice. We got plenty of room for you. NHL scouts are here. College scouts are here. All kinds of talent evaluators are here. And if they're not here, they're watching these games either live on USA Hockey TV or on our archived replay editions. So we will see what happens in this game between Slovakia and Switzerland. Take a look how Slovakia lines up in this game on this Friday afternoon. The top scoring line for Slovakia, and maybe one of the top scoring lines in the tournament, Matus Valek with Tomáš Salic and Samuel Pisarcik. Patrick Reichlich in between Jakub Siemanchik, who's had a good tournament as well. Richard Halash on the left wing on that line. Tomas Kubas has Patrick Shishka on one side, Dusan Oleshak on the other. Ivan Gonchar and Samuel Marianek also playing up front for Slovakia. On their defense, Oliver Bodka, who has 2 assists in the tournament, is paired with Alexander Ferreira. Lucas Chongradi is paired with Roman Jacques. Alexander Lignaski is with Adam Patlevich. Matej Medvik and Matej Hanzik have been a regular pairing for Slovakia in this tournament. They will also play on the Slovakia defense. The scheduled starter is Nico Zak Havel. He stopped 13 of 14 earlier in the tournament. Havel played for the Atlantic Coast Academy in the United States last season. The Atlantic Coast Academy is part of the prep school group in New England. They are based out of Pittsfield, Massachusetts. So we will be seeing Nico Zak Havel in goal for Slovakia with Jakub Husar backing up for Slovakia in this game. Take a look at Switzerland. Valerio Weber in between Andres Pereira and Noel Rothelli. Probably their top scoring line, Kellen O'Leary with Alexandro Damicelli and Sebastian Weber. You might know the Damicelli name. Father Nat played in the NHL, roughly 300 games, still involved with hockey in Western Canada. Sam Neff in between Noel Bossard and Tim Trussell. Eloy Gonzalez centers Nilo Janola on one side, Leo Ulrich on the other. Nicholas Kaufman also playing up front for Switzerland. On their defense, Daniel Fuchs with Alicio Ponzo, Nolan Thurler with Oscar Schutz, Maurice Lunds with Nicholas Hosler, Adrian Rosa also playing on the Swiss defense. The Swiss are going to go with Aiden Huet in goal with Luca Blaser backing up. If the name Huet is familiar to you, his father, Cristobal Huet, played in the NHL from 2002 to 2010, put up some outstanding numbers for 4 different NHL teams, won a Stanley Cup with the Chicago Blackhawks in 2010. You want to see some fun highlights? Cristobal Huet has got a lot of them on YouTube, but we're going to concentrate on Aiden Huet. He'll get the starting goal for Switzerland in this game. So, Mr. Huet, if you're listening, we're not going to be telling a lot of your stories. We are going to concentrate on your son in goal, Aiden Hue, is making his debut in this tournament for Switzerland. Again, these teams will play tomorrow for third place. And in the other matchup, it'll be Czechia and Team USA. They will play today in the final game of the preliminary round and the championship game. I don't know if they give you a gold medal in this tournament or not. You'll get some kind of trophy, though, and it will be for first place. A lot of people are looking forward to that game. But a lot of scouts are looking forward to this game and tomorrow afternoon's game between Slovakia and Switzerland. You never know who's watching in these games, whether it's a scout, evaluator, coach. People are watching these guys. So you might say, well, why play the games if it's already been decided that one team's going to play, one team's going to be finishing third, one team's going to be finishing fourth. These players are always being evaluated. And if the scouts are not watching here live on this Friday afternoon, they're watching the replay, archived editions. So these games are important. And for a lot of these players, it's maybe the first time they've played for their country in international competition. So it's important to the players as well. Third team coming out on the ice, and we see Switzerland coming out lower right of your screen. And it will be Aiden Hue in goal. Slovakia about ready to come out. And we'll be getting this game underway in short order. There'll be no national anthem before the game. We have to mention that for a lot of people who are just tuning in. Maybe you don't follow international hockey very much. No national anthem before the game. They will play the national anthem of the winning team after the game. Teams will line up on the blue lines. We'll try to get the announcing the starting lineups by PA announcer Chris Butzloff. The captains will exchange a small gift down by the penalty box area. You see that, the lower right or the lower center of your screen.
Wing number 19, Andreas Pereira. At center, number 24, Valerio Weber. At right wing, number 20, Noel Casmer Rotelli. On defense, number 2, Daniel Fuchs. Also on defense, number 7, Alessio Ponzo. And today's starting goaltender for Switzerland, number 30, Aiden Hue. The head coach for Switzerland is Fabio Schumacher. And now long mechanical starters for Slovakia. At left wing, number 8, Tomas Selic. At center, number 23, Matej Medvik. At right wing, number 17, Samuel Pisarci. On defense, number 27, Oliver Botka. Also on defense, number 25, Alexander Ferreira. And today's starting goaltender for Slovakia, number 29, Niko Zakhovo. The head coach for Slovakia is Peter Kudelka.
So there you go. We get the announcements of the starting lineups and the start of this game. Switzerland in the white will go right to left. Slovakia predominantly in the blue jerseys. You see them there. Will go left to right. Slovakia 2 losses, losing to USA 7-5 and to Czechia 5-4. Switzerland losing to Czechia 7-1 and Team USA U17 selects 4-1. Both teams look to improve on that record. Aiden Hue off to my right. A 3.76 goals against average of 9-7-1, 1 loss record last year. In Slovakia, the goaltender Niko Haval, 2.61 goals against average of 924 save percentage. So here we go. Switzerland and Czechia. Switzerland and Slovakia were underway in the first period. Botka back behind his own net for Slovakia. Slovakia brings it out. Lead pass ahead. Looking for that puck is Pisarcik, has had an excellent tournament. This is the top scoring line for Slovakia. Their captain, Tomas Salic, with Matus Valic, and number 17, Samuel Pisarcik. Puck into Huey. He'll play it in behind the net for Nolan Thuler. And Switzerland putting it out to the Slovakia blue line. Puck bouncing. Here comes Slovakia. Pass out in front. Intended for Simonchek. He's got a couple of goals in the tournament with 2 assists. Could not get the shot. He was checked effectively. Back comes Switzerland in transition. A backhand shot. Nice move by Tim Trussell as he was going towards the net, and a glove stop by that man there, Nico Zakhavel. Holds it out and gets a face-off. Want to say hello to Jason O'Leary, the father of Kellen O'Leary, who's out on the ice right now. Real nice conversation with him. We're going to get a Slovakia penalty, and Switzerland will work on a power play. We mentioned that Kellen O'Leary was born in New Brunswick. That is not correct. The father who knows, Jason O'Leary, said that his son Kellen O'Leary was born in Penticton, British Columbia. So we appreciate the kind correction, and we appreciate you watching, Mr. O'Leary. Switzerland on a power play just underway, and Ponzo in behind his own net. Pass failed to click, puck loose at center. Slovakia real quick to put it in to Aiden Huey. One more time, Ponzo starts it up the right wing. Switzerland on a power play in a scoreless game. Puck taken away by Patlovich. He'll bounce it into the Switzerland blue ice. One more time, Switzerland. One thing about Slovakia, they are very aggressive killing penalties. We've seen it before. And actually, Tomas Kubas has a shorthanded goal. Domicelli, wide left wing and into the offensive end. Swiss set it up real carefully. Ponzo high slot, midpoint of the line. Working around left side. Seam pass around on the right side, going off of the Slovakian stick, and back out neutral territory. Domicelli drawing it back into his own end. Swiss regroup, 45 seconds left in their power play. No score, 2:10 into the first period. Left wing pass, Weber to center. Work it over the line. Scrum forward at the half wall. Weber one more time. Forced out, and the puck out center ice. Picking it up, Rosa. Right wing at center, gains the Slovakian line. Rosa trying to split the defense, cannot quite do so. Back right wing in his own end, Ferreira. Round on the boards, Alexander Ferreira for Slovakia defenseman, a Fargo Force prospect. They battle for it at the half wall with time winding down in the Swiss penalty, in the Swiss power play. And the puck forced out center ice, good work by Kubas for Slovakia. Teams are back at full strength. No score. 3:05 into the first period. Pete Krepsky reporting from USA Hockey Arena. You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. International hockey going on in the Detroit area in August? Yes, please. And a reminder at 4:30 Eastern Time should be a dandy. Czechia against the Team USA U17 selects. Deep in his own end, Ulrich has one of the 2 goals for Switzerland in this tournament. Played around the right wing half wall. What I don't know is he related to Lars Ulrich, a musician for Metallica. We'll have to check that out if we can. Puck off the stick of Butka and goes out center ice for Slovakia. Puck up the right side and into Swiss territory. They battle for it there. Swiss get it out cleanly. Pass Ginola. Works it right side. A heavy hit in front of the players' benches. Nothing wrong with that. This isn't basketball, where every little collision you get 2 free throws. Puck back into Swiss territory. Pretty good flow to this first period so far. Lanz around on the left side. Lead pass, Neff. Missed his man with the pass, Trussell. Puck around on the right side in the Slovakia end. Puck to the corner. Taking a look, Simonchik. Played up the right side, and Slovakia putting it out to an open wing. Gathered there, neutral territory by Nicholas Hosler. Hosler up the middle. Lanz left wing and over the line for Switzerland. Taking it in deep, Sebastian Weber. Centering feed, knocked down at the defense. Pavlovich got a stick on that for Slovakia. And the puck out neutral territory, cleared back in by Alessio Ponzo. And it goes into Nico Havel. He'll hold it and get a face-off. So the play whistle dead. 5:07 into the first period. Drop it to the right of Nico Havel, who stopped 13 and 14 earlier on in the tournament. His first appearance in the tournament earlier this week. As you can see, a big, tall goaltender. Slovakia playing at the length of the ice, no icing on the play. Fuchs around on the right side. And the puck out neutral territory. Lichnowsky looking for a play, and it's taken away. Here comes Switzerland, got the shot, and the save made by Havel. Cut down the angle well, just outside his blue ice. Bit of a turnover there, and Switzerland with the opportunity. Bring it back into Slovakia territory. 5:27 into the period, no score. Weber taking the draw for Switzerland, won by Slovakia. They've been very good on faceoffs this week at USA Hockey Arena. Left wing in his own end, Thurler looking to beat the forecheck, reverses it back behind the net for Rosa. Rosa up the middle. Weber knocked off the puck by Salic. Right wing and over the line, Marianic trying to play it high slot. Marianic out in front, got the shot. Huey made a fine stop. Looked real steady and square to the shooter there, did Aiden Huey. Puck around on the left side. Slovakia, maybe the first good scoring opportunity of this game so far. We are scoreless but not uneventful. The clock running. We played 6:10 of the first period. Scrum for it at the half wall. Referees watching it all carefully. Something you see a lot in international competition. Held in, good play by Hanzik, the stay-at-home defenseman for Slovakia. Switzerland bringing it out. Pretty good flow to this first period. Giving chase Ulrich deep in the Slovakian end. Centering feed went off the stick of Havel. A shot blocked at the defense. And Slovakia bringing it back. Looked like Ginola got that attempted shot that did not get to the net for Switzerland. Swiss bring it up. Ginola hammered on the play by Ferreira. Nothing wrong with that. Shot left wing on goal, and the save made by Havel. He'll hold it and get a face-off. See number 8, Tomas Salic. Some of us in the office looks like we're saying, hey, that looks like Tom Selleck. Well, not quite. We checked with the Slovakian group here, and it's Tomas Salic. But maybe if he was in America, it would be Tom Selleck. Salic has had a good tournament. A goal and 2 assists, 3 points. Drop it to the right of Havel. Puck back on the right point, chopped ahead. Slovakia looking to regroup in a scoreless game. 7:05 into the first period. Slovakia settling it down, beat the forecheck, work it up the right side. Pass to center. Simonchik, right wing and over the line for Halas. Richard Halas picked off on the play. Good forecheck by Halas. He's keeping it in behind the net. Eventually lost the handle on it, but not without a couple of efforts by Switzerland to get control of that puck. Bossard picked off at center. Good solid defensive play by Alexander Ferreira. Again, he's a Fargo Force prospect in the United States Hockey League. Ferreira on a change, putting it from center in behind the Swiss goal. Fuchs there for Switzerland in a scoreless game. Fuchs up center ice, has O'Leary on his left. Plays it in deep. Weber giving chase to the end wall. Havel around on the boards. Put it to the half wall. Intercepted and a shot right on goal. Havel made the stop on the turnover. Another shot left point. Did not get through. That was Fuchs with the shot, but that hit traffic. Battle for it in behind the net. Fuchs trying to get there. Jacques up on the play. In behind the net. Valek going right to the net. Got the shot, and Huet a fine stop as Valek went deep right wing, cut across the grain to the left, got the shot, and the save for Huet. Again, if you're new to this, Aiden Huet, the son of Cristobal Huet, who played in the NHL from 2002 to 2010. And then a long time in international hockey. Originally, Cristobal Huet, born in France. A 7th round pick of the LA Kings at one point. But Aiden Huet making a name for himself, and really we'll concentrate on that if you don't mind. No score. Patlevic back at his own line for Slovakia. Work it up the left side. A pass did not connect for Gonchar. Goes the length of the ice, and Slovakia called on the icing. So the play whistle dead. 9:16 into the first period. Good look at Oscar Schutz. Last season for his club team. 5 goals, 6 assists, 21 points, and 40 hockey games. For a lot of these guys, this may be the first time they played in international competition. Maybe away from their home team or their home group. Switzerland on the rush, and a shot did not get through. Held in left point, a shot that also did not get through. That was Schutz with the shot. Deep right wing, it's Marianak for Slovakia battling with his man. They go 2-on-3 deep in the Swiss end. The Swiss bring it out. Lead pass ahead. Puck taken away. Following up, Weber takes it wide. One move too many, lost the handle on the puck. Slovakia backing over the line. They're on a change. Getting the shot. Patlevic, the defenseman, up on the play with his team on a change. That did not get to the net. Heavy hit from the penalty box area. That was Pisarcik on his man. Pisarcik over the line. Pisarcik, number 17, has had a good tournament. 2 goals, 6 points. He is one of the leaders in scoring in the tournament. Battle for it at neutral territory. Race for the puck. Pisarcik back to get it. Can't get it out. Knocked down at the right point by Ulrich. Ulrich has one of the 2 goals for Switzerland in the tournament. Here's a shot right on goal. Havel kicked that right side. He'll hold on to the rebound as well. The play whistle dead with 9:15 left in the period. No score. Decent flow to this first 10-15 or so. Timeout on the ice surface. No score. Switzerland and Slovakia. Here are the standings, and you can see where Slovakia and Switzerland are in the standings. They are not going to win this tournament, but they are playing for pride. They are playing for the evaluators, scouts, either here in the building or watching online. Czechia and USA will play today and play tomorrow. And I'm going to leave all the different permutations to our producer, Tori Taylor. He's got all that lined up. But basically, Switzerland and and Slovakia are playing for 3rd place today and tomorrow. Czechia and USA are playing for 1st place both today and tomorrow. Good look at the Swiss bench. Been a rather evenly played first period. Some of the crowd here at USA Hockey Arena. USA Hockey Arena, located in Plymouth, Michigan. About halfway between Detroit and Ann Arbor, a little bit closer to Ann Arbor. Been a hockey arena here since 1996. The USA Hockey Foundation purchased the property and the ice surface. Well, there's actually 2 ice surfaces here in 2015 and moved the national team development program from Ann Arbor to Plymouth. So the national team development program has played here since 2015. They were actually formed in 1996. Off the draw, the shot by Bossard was blocked, did not get through. Good face-off win by Switzerland there. Puck cleared out of play and into the Slovakia bench. So the play whistled dead with 9:05 remaining in the period. So we've had international hockey here since the 2015-16 season. Four Nations tournament. We had the 2017 IIHF Women's Worlds here. And international hockey a couple of times a year. We'll have another international Five Nations tournament in February of 2026. Look forward to that. Shot off the draw and a good stop by Havel. So Switzerland coming on a little bit here. Now a turnover and a good stick by Ferreira got in the way of his man. Slovakia brings it out in a scoreless game. Chipping and chasing Simonchik. Puck loose out in front, cleared away, but not out. Simonchik a shot right on goal from the left circle and a good stop by Huet. Back comes Switzerland. Bossard checked at the Slovakia line. They battled for it there, and it's an offside by Switzerland at the Slovakia line. It's true, you don't see international hockey really anywhere else in the Detroit area. You don't see it at Little Caesars Arena. You don't see it at Munn Ice Arena. You don't see it at Yost Ice Arena, but you definitely see it here a couple of times a year. And the neat thing is we have a hotel right across the parking lot, so teams very often stay in the hotel across the Holiday Inn Suites. They have a lot of their meals here, and so it's kind of a one-stop shop. So it's kind of a convenient thing. Travel all that way, you need a little place to stop and reset and refresh, and we can do that with these international tournaments for these teams. No score. Puck out center ice. Oleshak playing it back into Swiss territory. They'll bring it out. Weber playing it into the Slovakia end. Slovakia brings it back. Right wing and over the line, Valak. Right side, a quick shot by Marianak. Slight piece of that for Huet. It might also hit the outside of the net. Valak, 3-3 in the tournament, one of the leading scorers, number 23 for Slovakia. Patlovich got in the way of that, neutral territory. Play it back to the Slovakia line for Samuel Marianak. Back comes Switzerland on the counterattack with 6:55 left in the period. Battle for it at the half wall. Slovakia playing it out. Knocked down, good play at center. The smaller player, Eloy Gonzalez. Good job to play it into the Slovakia end. Back comes Slovakia, Pisarczyk. Chips and chases from center. Trying to get there was the defenseman Livsnovsky for Slovakia. Puck loose out in front. Salic picked up a bouncing puck and snapped it towards the goal, but that went wide. Bit of a turnover there, and Salic with a good scoring opportunity. Switzerland back, a lead pass failed to click, and they're called on the icing. So the play whistled dead. 6:08 left in the period. I want to thank our producer, Tori Taylor, for his good work all week. And he's got a talented group around me. They seem to change every day as people are working full-time and doing this for fun, and we appreciate all their work. A face-off won by Slovakia and a shot by Botka on goal, and the save made by Aiden Huet. Drop it to the right of Huet in a scoreless game. Shots are dead even at 8 aside. That's pretty much indicative of the flow of this first period, at least so far. Bossard around on the left side for Switzerland. Playing it in deep, race for the puck, and they'll call it on a Swiss offside. Of course, this is one of the very first international tournaments for a lot of these teams. Switzerland and Slovakia will be playing in the World Junior Championships and other tournaments as this group gets older. All 2009 birthdays in this tournament, just one 2010 player in the tournament. That's the Czechia defenseman Matthias Mihalik, who's played very well as a 2010 birthday on their defense. Off the face-off, a shot left point, right on goal by Budka, and the save made for Aiden Huet. Drop it to the right of Huet. So Team USA is not the National Team Development Program. It is a team called the U17 Selects. And they were picked out of a couple of national developmental camps earlier in July. So there's no members of the National Team Development Program playing for Team USA, but a talented group nonetheless. All the Team USA players are either United States Hockey League draft picks or prospects of the Canadian Hockey League. We're going to get a penalty on the play. This is going to be to Switzerland. And it's going to come at the 14:32 mark. Call it a rough. And it's going to be Alessandro Damicelli. Father Nat played in the NHL roughly 300 games. Father Nat working a long time in international hockey. If I'm not mistaken, he is the current general manager of the Vancouver Giants of the Western Hockey League. But again, Alessandro Damicelli, like all of these legacy kids, making names for themselves. So Slovakia on a power play. We are scoreless.
Alessandro Damicelli, 2 minutes for roughing called at 14:32.
Slovakia on it. Pisarcik plays at left point. Following up Budka. Controls for Slovakia. Seam pass right side. Pisarcik has an excellent shot. Got one there. And the save for Huet. He'll hold it out and get a face-off. Pisarcik, number 17, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. I believe he is the leader, along with his teammate Matus Valek. Both have 6 points in the tournament. Pisarcik does have a very good shot. He has shown that in this tournament. Slovakia wins the draw. Bouncing along the right boards in the offensive end for Slovakia, but it's picked up by Andres Pereira. He'll play at the length of the ice for Switzerland. Slovakia on a power play in a scoreless game. Right wing pass at center, carrying it in behind the net is Kubas, and the puck out of play and into the protective netting. Part of the crowd here, that's actually Jake Visser, one of the equipment men for the National Team Development Program, with his son, keeping an eye on what's going on here. Jake Visser, one of the real good people in the hockey business. Left wing a shot, Salic, and the save made for Huet. Puck around on the left boards. Simon Cheek trying to center it. That was actually on the shot, Rieschlick. And the save for Huet. So the play whistle dead with 53 seconds left in the Slovakia power play. They'll bring Salic out. with Valak. Drop it to the right, Huey. Slovakia wins the draw. Looking for that puck on the right side. Picking it up is Pisarcik. Trying to go out in front for the deflection. That failed to click. Work it on the half wall. Pisarcik all by himself looking for that puck. Goes to the middle of the ice. Fanned on a one-timer. Set up well by Salic. Pisarcik all alone on the right side. You can see it in the mid right of your screen. But Switzerland a good job to play it out center ice. Time winding down the Slovakia penalty. Weber got in the way of his check in neutral territory for Switzerland. Pisarcik looks for a play. Has played well in the tournament, takes it wide, left wing, severe angle shot. Slight piece of that for Huey. And we are back at full strength on all sides in a scoreless game. 3:20 left in the period. Scoreless but not uneventful here at USA Hockey Arena. Thuler in behind his own net for Switzerland. Domicelli starts it up. Weber on the rush left wing coming in. Centering feed on the right side and a great stop by Havel. Looked like the two Webers worked well there and a fine stop by Nico Zach Havel. You're going to see it here. A good line rush by Switzerland. And this is going to be Weber finding his man on the right side. Might have been Trussell. Couldn't quite catch the number there, but a fine stop by Havel. Keep this game scoreless. So the play whistle dead with 3:01 left in the period. Drop it to the left of Nico Zach Havel. Weber on the draw. Puck laying the dot, and Slovakia has it. Ferreira in behind his own net. Played up the wall to center. Taken away by Hasler for Switzerland. Lead pass ahead, failed to click. And it'll be called on an icing by Switzerland. So we'll bring it back into Swiss territory with 2:46 left in the period. Shots favor Slovakia, 10-9. It's been a rather evenly played first period. Drop it to the right of Aiden Huey. After the icing call. Slovakia wins another draw. Patlovich shot through traffic. Might have hit the traffic, maybe a blocker stop for Huey there. Swiss regroup. Played in by the Swiss, but Slovakia bringing it back. The scrum behind the play, referee watching it, and the boys do disengage. That was Slovakia. Livsnovsky with the man with the puck, Andres Pereira. They had a little international disagreement nowhere near the puck a few moments before, but they disengage, and we play on. Hasler giving chase for Switzerland in behind the Slovakia net. Back comes Valak. Valak up the right side. Puck tipped ahead by Halash. Swiss bring it back. Wide right wing, a drop pass. Going to that puck, Ginola. Puck taken away at the half wall. Ginola, another shot, did not get to the net. Left side moving into the left circle, and they score! Adrian Rosa gives Switzerland a 1-0 lead. He walked right in from the left circle and snapped it by Havel. Going to be number 8, Rosa, on the goal. His first of the tournament. Time of the goal, 18:33. Good job to hold the puck at the point. Then he gets a little skating room and ripped it, glove side, past Havel. 8 on the goal. Switzerland leads 1-0. Time of the goal, 18:33. That man there gives Switzerland a 1-0 lead. try to get the call and the goal for you. Domicelli brings it over the line, right side. Offside is Switzerland. Good look at Alessandro Domicelli as an assist in the tournament so far. Father Nat Domicelli, check out the playing record for Nat Domicelli. Played in the NHL roughly 300 games, a long time in international hockey. And still involved in the game. Thuler back at his own line. Weber picked off in the high slot in the Slovakia end. Thuler trying to hold it right point, but it skips out center ice. So Switzerland with the first goal of the game.
Play in the first period.
Minute left in the period. Right point a shot right on goal. And the save made, that was Ponzo with the shot. And the save made for Nico Zach-Havel. So the shots favor Switzerland now, 11-10. They lead 1-0. Face it off to the left of Havel. Neff on the draw. But one thing Slovakia has done well in this tournament, they have won a ton of face-offs.
Scored by number 8, Adrian Rosa. Assisted by number 14, Nilo Gianola. And by number 22, Leo Ulrich. First watch, first goal, scored by Rosa from Gianola and Ulrich at 18:33.
PA announcer Chris Butzlaff. So a 1-0 Switzerland lead. We're in the final minute of play of the first period. Going to get a penalty on the play, checking to the head to Slovakia. It's going to be Tomas Kubas, who has a shorthanded goal in the tournament. Now he has a penalty. That penalty with 32.1 seconds left in the first period. Drop it to the left of Havel. Swiss on a power play late in the first period, in the final minute of play of the frame. They win the draw. Ponzo trying to hold it right point, but Slovakia playing it back into Swiss territory. Domicelli being watched by Salic. Domicelli leaving it. And again, Slovakia way up on the play on the penalty kill. Valek got in the way of his man, but the puck in behind the net. Patlovich trying to get there for Slovakia. No messing around for him. He'll rip it the length of the ice. Time winding down in the period. And Switzerland leading by a score of 1-0 after one period of play. Shots on goal in the period by Switzerland 11, by Slovakia 10. Just one goal in the period. It came late in the first frame. The goal by Adrian Rosa, his first of the tournament, giving Switzerland a 1-0 lead. The assist to Nilo Gianola and to Leo Ulrich. So rather evenly played first period, Switzerland leading Slovakia 1-0 after one period of play. Reminder, 4:30 Eastern Time start. Should be a dandy. Czechia against the Team USA U17 selects. If you can't make it, and many of you are working and have other things going on, we'll have it right here at USA Hockey TV. Right now we'll take a break, and Tori Taylor's got some content for you in this first intermission. Pete Krupski's my name. Thank you for tuning in. Switzerland leading Slovakia 1-0 after one period of play. And on this Friday afternoon, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. We'll be back after this break.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Weingarts has grown over the years. Really, as the customers' needs changed, we changed with their needs.
We've always believed that service goes beyond the sale, that it does not end when you buy a product. Our relationship is just beginning.
We carry top products like the Exmark Radius with Exmark's legendary heritage of innovation, durability, reliability, and comfort.
From our family to yours, thank you for letting us serve you.
Weingarts, everything from lawn to snow.
Everyone wants to be a part of something bigger. But not everyone tries. We are not everyone.
Check it out. Sam Adams made a light beer, crisp and easy drinking.
Your cousin from Boston.
For beautiful, for spacious skies, for an
New Sam Adams American Light.
You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament on a Wednesday afternoon. Features Czechia against Slovakia. Right wing and over the line, the shot. Right on goal, they score! And this is going to be, I believe it's going to be Elias Matozak, number 25. Czechia leads 1-0. To center, tipping it ahead, look out, coming in all alone. And a backhand shot, and they score! 2-0 Czechia. Going to be Hernig, who scored a goal yesterday. He's got 2 in the tournament. And he just beat everybody down the ice and outweighted Jakub Husar. They're coming in, partial breakaway. Backhand shot, shorthanded by Matusa Valek. And they score, shorthanded. We saw it yesterday. Slovakia very aggressive, killing penalties. And it's going to be Tomas Kubas. Valek got the first opportunity. See Kubas out in front, he rips it in. So it's a 2-1 game. Lisnowski for Slovakia, but it stays in the zone. Right wing, and a shot. The redirect out in front, and a fine stop by Husar as Androl had a man out in front looking for the redirect, and Husar, a fine stop. Slovakia has it. Salic, backhand shot, did not get through, and they score! Puck pinballing around out in front, and Slovakia has tied this game. This came off the draw. They score on the power play. That took all of 8 seconds. And this may be Matusa Valek, who's had a huge tournament. Podkanicki on the draw. Puck taken away, and they score off the faceoff. It's going to be Matthias Chanchik after Czechia wins the draw. Good fundamental play there. And Chanchik with the goal. That's his first of the tournament. This comes right off the faceoff. It's going to be Simon Sash winning the draw. And Chanchik out in front, no mistake, to the end wall. Left side, Hallis moving in. Picharczyk scores! And we're tied at 3. Samuel Picharczyk, his second of the tournament. And that was just a puck battle won by Slovakia. And they've tied this game at 3. Salic gets it started, and it is Picharczyk. He has got one heck of a shot. Big Czechia forwards heading to the net. Here's a nice stop by Husar on the man out in front. And they score! Nothing fancy by Czechia. They just kept the play alive deep in the zone, and they retake the lead at 4-3. Let's see who saw that puck through the traffic. It's going to be Adam Nemec. He scored twice yesterday, and this is chaos. I believe that was Kovar getting the first opportunity, and it just continued. Kovar or Nemec will get a goal. 1:10 left in the power play for Czechia. Nemec hits the Slovakia line, takes it wide, got the severe angle shot, and scores! That seemed to handcuff Husar, and Nemec, who I thought maybe scored the 4th goal, definitely scores this one, and it's 5-3. They've won a ton of puck battles in the offensive zone. Pisarczyk, and now Husar goes to the bench, and they score! Shot from the left circle, let's not go away yet, 5-4. Husar was going to the bench, the play continued, and it's going to be Siemanczyk on the goal. Puck around on the boards, an innocent play, and it was Pisarczyk finding Siemanczyk. And it's a 5-4 game now. Held in by Butka at the right point. Time winding down. And Czechia with a pair of goals in the 3rd period, and they win this one by a score of 5-4. But it was not easy. Hello again and welcome to USA Hockey Arena. You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. Switzerland taking on Team USA, the U17 selects. Played rather well here in the first period. Centering feed and they score! Going to be Kellen O'Leary. They won some puck battles and it's going to be O'Leary giving Switzerland a 1-0 lead. Left point Manila. Working around on the right side and a shot right on goal, save made. And they score! Glaser could not hold on to the rebound. The puck lay in the blue ice, and it's going to be Ethan Sung on the goal. So Sung and DiConzolo continue their great work. Dropping it on the USA power play. Rooney left wing, moving in, got the shot, saved by Blaser. They score on the rebound. Mark Pape, USA takes a 2-1 lead. He put it in the top shelf. That puck lay there, and it's going to be Pape on the goal. See a big rebound here. Pape finds it like the hungry dog after the prime rib. Pape makes it a 2-1 game. 20 seconds left in the power play. Prunty goes for skate. Score! Jake Prunty. And USA leads 3-1. The Sioux Falls Stampede prospect went for skate, went to the offensive foray, and the defenseman gives USA a 3-1 lead. 3-1 USA. 4:05 into the period. Look out. Partial breakaway shorthanded. And a shot, score! Bergeron. He is a very good developing penalty killer. But don't forget about his offense. And he comes in, partial breakaway, goes top shelf. Ty Bergeron gives the USA U17 selects a 4-1 lead.
Gold medal winning team got it in deep, but then was tied up in behind. And now it's turned over again. The U.S. again, right on the doorstep, they score!
Beautiful empty net goal. You had Riker Lee step into the passing lane, force the turnover, found Hagens down low, got the goalie to come over once he did. Just an easy slide over and back end payoff. Riker Lee
out there.
We'll keep an eye for 28 more.
Hagens now to Stiga. Cuts to the near side. Now cuts to the backhand. Takes a shot and scores! And we're tied at 2. And the U.S. has drawn even.
Saarinen made the initial save, but I think the puck had a little bit of momentum and rolled across. It might have been tipped one more time. We'll take a look at the replay here.
Rayom was right on the doorstep as well, the defenseman. But the U.S. roars right back in. Setting up Potter, the shot. Save is made by Saarinen. Rebound, they score out front. And the United States has regained the lead. Knocking it in from close range. Shane Versaghi.
And came out the other side with the puck. And what a nice play along the wall for Riker Lee. One of the top players in the USHL last year.
And on cue, you brought up Riker Lee, and he gets the goal.
Kind of a Vaseline puck there. The shot was saved, but slithered through the arm.
Picked off, and the U.S. gets a big clear. And a race for it. Empty net, Lee drops it off. Stiga puts it in, and the U.S. is now up 5-2. Good chances, their best chances come off a scramble or a beautiful pass like that. How about that? That answers that. And we're tied at 1. But the U.S. couldn't knock it home as Keevan was right on the doorstep. Now Keevan down low, drops it back. Mooney scores! Mooney buries it in the top corner, and the U.S. leads 2-1. Bruszewski trying to get it out front, lost an edge. Now a shot and a goal from a sharp angle coming out from behind, and the United States has tied it.
Better grade A opportunities than, kind of the forced opportunities they've had last time.
Their third chance on the power play, and they score! And Osborne has a hand in it. Hagens gets it back to Rayom. Puts it right in front, and they score! What a setup! Rayom did that yesterday, and he does it again, putting it on a platter. And the U.S. has evened this game at a goal apiece. It's Will Moore taking the face-off and winning it to Potter. Long shot right on, and they score on the rebound. Knocked in on the doorstep. I think it went off a Horcroft, and the U.S. converts on the power play. But they're calling it on Sweden. Hagens puts it in front, they score! What a setup, and Brody Ziemer finally gets it. You said it earlier, he's been there and had numerous chances, and finally he converts here, and it's now 3-2 USA. US gains the line, because Nikki Lee walks in, dishes it across, they score! Great pass by Lee. And the U.S. is on the board, and it's now 2-1 as they cash in on the power play. Try to open up a spot for him early. Now Riker Lee comes in, lets it go, they score! What a move by Lee. He just undressed the defender, got himself into the slot, wired it. Liv made the save, but the rebound was there, and the U.S. is back within a goal. Hagens carries in. Wraparound attempt, and he scores! James Hagens, and it's back to a one-goal game.
The final game of the 2025 World Hockey Championship. Who will break through? The Swiss, who have never won gold, or the United States, who last won a World Championship gold back in 1933. And starting a goal for the Swiss is 37-year-old Swiss legend Leonardo Giannoni, sporting a .946 save percentage in the tournament. And Rigetto back with it. Back to Moser, a long shot. Swayman save, and Meyer can't reach the rebound.
A great battle in front. Andrew Peak doing a job on Timo Meyer, which is not easy to do.
Keller back with it. Throws it back, deflected puck. Giannoni made a great stop there on Cooley and tight.
Watch Giannoni go out and attack Cooley. I might not know where the rebound is, but I'm not going to let you get it. It's been a physical game. You don't become an excellent defensive team, which both of these clubs are, without being physical. Whatever it takes.
Block a chance now for Nazar in behind Fora. Nazar in, and a penalty coming to Fora. Will it be a penalty shot? Yes. Fora arguing, but Frank Nazar draws a penalty, and now any American can take the shot.
Connor Garland steps in.
Chance for the U.S. to take the lead. Garland winds in. Stop.
And Giannoni is all over it.
Niederreiter has it picked up by Keller. In comes Clayton. Keller with a move. Shoots. Giannoni save. Bouncing puck in front. And it was knocked away by Christian Marty, who might have saved a goal right there. Leonardo Giannoni in the Swiss net has set the modern-day shutout streak record, and now for the first time in the history of the World Championship, there'll be overtime. Tage Thompson with Logan Cooley. Thompson in, shoots, scores! Tage Thompson, golden goal! And the United States has won the World Hockey Championship for the first time in 92 years.
Hey friends, welcome back to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan, and the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. Switzerland leading Slovakia 1-0. Highlights in the first period. Rather evenly played first period. And a save there for Slovakia goaltender Niko Habal. Valek, one of the leading scorers in the tournament for Slovakia, goes right to left, and the save made for Aiden Huet. Here's Weber trying to hook up with his man, and a fine stop by Havel. This is going to be the goal of the period. Moving in left circle and scoring glove side, Adrian Rosa with the only goal of the game and his first of the tournament. We're underway in the second period. Switzerland in the white go left to right. They are on a power play for another $1.15. Collision at the blue line. Everybody gets reset. Weber brings it over the line, left side for Switzerland. In behind the net, Bossard. Right side it goes, and back at the left point, the pass did not connect. Rosa back at his own line. Right side and over the line, Rothel. In behind the net, takes it around left side. Rothel to the left corner, has traffic out in front. Switzerland on a power play early in the second period. Shot through the blue ice and through traffic. Did not get through. Good job. Rosa holding in a shot right on goal. Save made by Havel. And Slovakia late in the penalty kill, dumping it the length of the ice. Adrian Rosa in behind his own net for Switzerland. Starts it up. We're $1:05 into the second period. 1-0 Switzerland. Lead pass ahead. Verdamicelli knocked it down. O'Leary left side. And a shot knocked down out in front did not get through. That's O'Leary looking for that loose puck out in front, but it never got there. And Havel has got it long enough to get a face-off. 6 seconds left, and the penalty to the Slovakia player, Tomas Kubas. He is standing up in the penalty box right now. Does he go onto the ice or go right to the bench in 6 seconds? Looking for that direction right now. O'Leary takes the draw for Switzerland to the left of Havel, won it cleanly. Damicelli, high slot and a shot right on goal. Good fundamental play there by Switzerland. And the save made by Nico Zak Havel. That shot by Moritz Lanz. So O'Leary won the draw. Damicelli found Lanz, and Lanz got the shot. O'Leary will take the draw to the right of Havel. Won it cleanly again. Hasler for Lanz. Back to Hasler. Tapped away. Man has had a good tournament. Samuel Pisarci for Slovakia. We get back to full strength. Hasler knocks it down right point. Damicelli. Put it to the high slot, taken away. Pisarcik back for Slovakia. Trying to find his man. That was taken away at the blue line. O'Leary back, strength in numbers, working right out in front. The pass failed to click for Alessandro Damicelli. Picked up by Halash for Slovakia. He'll put it back into Swiss territory. Hasler back to get it around on the left side. Weber trying to get it out along the half wall. Fuchs picked off on the play. He's going to get a penalty. He knocked the stick out of the hands of the Slovakian player. So this will be a penalty to Switzerland at the 2:18 of the second period. Not Fuchs, I stand corrected. Moritz Lanz. Lanz goes out on a slash. So Slovakia on a power play trailing 1-0. The penalty to Lanz at 2:18 of the second period. Drop it to the right of Aiden Huey. Slovakia wins the draw. Left point to Chongradi. Picked off on the play. Chongradi has it again. Works it to the half wall. Has it again left point. 1-0 Switzerland. Slovakia on a power play. Chongradi midpoint of the line. Work it left wing and a seam pass by Simonchik did not work. Work it in behind the net. Around on the right side. In deep to the goal line, back to the half wall. Shot right on goal. The good shot from the midpoint of the line by Chongradi. Went off the shoulder of Huey. Now the puck back into Slovakia territory. Chongradi. Starting it up. Left wing to center. Simonchik. Simonchik going hard to the net. Centering feed, and Salic set up out in front, and a fine stop by Huey. Salic, the late man, but as I like to say, late is good here. And he was set up at the hash marks, and Huey challenged him and made the stop. So the play whistle dead, $1-2 left in the Slovakia power play. 1-0 Switzerland, 3:16 into the period. Held in left point for Slovakia, Bodka. Valek back to Bodka. Walks the line, took the shot. Traffic out in front, might have hit the traffic, did not get to Huey. Salic giving chase, Bodka holding it at the left point. Valek back to Bodka, has 2 assists in the tournament. Right wing in the seam pass. Work for a man, has a good shot. Samuel Pisarczyk, number 17, in the save for Huey. Pisarczyk has a good shot, and they like to set him up at the right circle. And he knows what to do when he gets that puck. What's the phrase? You have one job. And he can fire it. Drop it to the left of Huey. Halas on the draw, wins it cleanly. Pisarczyk being tied up on the play. Halas following up. Working in deep, a centering feed. Mike knocked down briefly by Huey, and the puck rebounding out center ice. Bodka back at his own line for Slovakia. They wind it up with Valek. Salic at the left point. High slot it goes. Now they work it to the left point. Bodka again. Lost the handle on it. Stays with it. Salic out in front and a shot right on goal to stop for Huey. The shot by Rieschlik, number 19. And Huey's played well in this game. Time winding down in the Slovakia penalty. And Lanz is back on right now. Bodka goes for skate for Slovakia deep into Swiss territory. Runs into Ponzo in behind the net. Slovakia beyond the goal line. Lichnowsky at the left point, keeping alive. Taken away, and the Swiss content to play it out center ice with Gonzalez. Bouncing, left wing and over the line. Out in front, they score! The backdoor feed. Started by that man, Pisarczyk. And the Slovakia ties it up. I believe this will be Pisarczyk coming in. I believe that was Simonchik with the centering feed, and Slovakia ties it at 1. Time of the goal, 4:45. See who gets credit for the goal. 10, the primary assist. So a 1-1 game. Puck back in Swiss territory. Battle for it at the half wall. Slovakia bringing it out. Puck taken away, look out. Partial breakaway coming in and a shot. Fine stop by Havel. So we're tied at 1. Puck in the corner, and they'll hold it long enough to get a face-off.
Number 12, Samuel Marianic, assisted by number 18, Patrick Siska, and by number 16, Tomas Kubis. Slovakia goal by Marianic from Siska and Kubis at 4:45.
First goal of the tournament for Samuel Marianic. So we are tied at 1. Drop it to the right of Havel. Switzerland wins the draw and a shot off the draw, ripped it wide. Puck out center ice. Left wing and over the line, centering feed and a nice back check. And Switzerland played that away. Long feed into Slovakia territory. Battling for it, Gonsar. Gonsar goes for skate left wing and over the Swiss line. Shot left wing, rather severe angle for Patrick Rieschlik, and the save made for Aiden Huey. Huey holds it long enough to get a face-off. So that tying goal for Slovakia, Samuel Marianic. The assists, Patrick Shishka and Tomas Kubas. 1-1 now. Puck in behind the net around on the left side. O'Leary at center. Picked off on the play, has it defensively, high slot in his own end, lost the handle on it. O'Leary chopping it ahead. Swiss on the rush. Domicelli ahead of the play. Looks for the puck in the left corner in the Slovakian end. O'Leary to the right corner. Work at right point for Hasler. Taken away by Salic defensively for Slovakia. They battle for it. A centering feed just failed to click. Quick little shot. O'Leary at the right post. Not a lot of space or time there for O'Leary, but the save made by Havel. Puck back into Swiss territory, a 1-1 game now. Lead pass ahead. Right wing and a shot. Gonzalez, and showing him the 5-hole, taking it away. Slovakian goaltender Nico Havel. Hold it out and get a face-off. So a 1-1 game now. The Swiss goal, Adrian Rosa. The Slovakia reply, Samuel Marianic. Drop it to the left of Nico Havel. Switzerland wins the draw. Ponzo, right point of shot, was blocked. That was Shishka getting a pat on that. Shishka asking for the puck. Tips it into Swiss territory. Back to get it, Alessio Ponza. Ponza takes a look. Work it up the left side. Battle for it in front of the players' benches. We are going to get a penalty, I think, and this is going to be Slovakia. There was a little chippiness going on in the pregame warm-up, and maybe this is a carryover. The original penalty to Switzerland, it's going to be Eloy Gonzalez. There might be more. Boys were a little chippy in pregame warm-up. That's all I can really say. A lot of chirping at the center ice red line. Pucks being moved back and forth. It looks like we're going to get two Swiss and maybe two Slovak, three Slovak. And the referee and the linesman will have to sort it out. Don't know if that's a carryover from the warm-up or not. Maybe just spontaneous combustion, which does happen in hockey. You hit me, I hit you back. It's the old album title, Joe Walsh. You broke my heart, so I busted your jaw. Now, things didn't get that out of hand here, but we have a crowd in both penalty boxes at the 7:12 mark. It's our time in the broadcast. We say hello to the extended international hockey family. Thank you for tuning in. If it's in Slovakia, it's probably early evening in Slovakia, probably close to the same in Switzerland. And no matter where you're tuning in, thank you so much. Pete Krepsky's my name. Thank you for your support. Slovakia won, Switzerland won. I'll try to get the calls for you from PA announcer Chris Butzlaff. Goals in the game, Adrian Rosa for Switzerland, Samuel Marianic for Slovakia. One penalty on the board, and that is to Daniel Fuchs. So we'll wait for the call. In a 1-1 game now here in the second period. Reminder, 4:30 Eastern time. Czechia taking on Team USA, the U17 selects. Should be a dandy. Now the penalty to Fuchs off the board, so this may all offset. We will see. 5 on the ice for Switzerland. 4 on the ice for Slovakia. Patlovich, number 28, the only penalty on the board. So we'll try to sort it out for you. Switzerland in a 1-1 game working a power play. O'Leary takes the draw offensively for Switzerland. It bounced up there like a ball. And Switzerland has it with Ponzo at the right point. Lons takes a look. 1-1 game, Switzerland on a power play. Seam pass to the left.
Number 14, Milo Gianola, and number 15, Elo Gonzalez. Both 2 minutes for roughing plus a 10-minute misconduct. Penalties to Slovakia. Number 12, Samuel Marianic. Number 18, Patrick Siska. And number 28, Adam Patlovich. All 2 minutes for roughing plus a 10-minute misconduct. Penalties called at 12:48.
And as you were getting the PA announcements, more penalties on the play. These are going to come at the 7:27 mark. And I don't know if it's a carryover from the warm-up or not. Maybe just hard feelings as the game goes on. Swiss on a power play. Ponzo, midpoint of the line, sets up shop. Lons right wing. Ponzo, working around to the left side. And a shot right on goal, a save made for Havel. Swiss have it again, asking for Ponzo.
Okay. 2 minutes for roughing. Switzerland penalty to number 18, Kellen O'Leary, 2 minutes for roughing. Penalties called at 7:30.
Ponzo work at left side. Shot left wing, score! 2-1 Switzerland. They score on the power play. I believe this is Damicelli, and it is. They were looking for him at the left circle. First couple of tries didn't go, but this one goes to the back of the net. Havel got most of it, not all of it. Damicelli, the head up, a pretty good screen out in front from Weber. And Switzerland leads for the second time at 2-1. They score on a power play. Damicelli's first of the tournament. Ponzo set it up really well. And a shot, maybe traffic, maybe not. Time of the goal, 7:59 of the second period. Swiss have never trailed in this game, lead 2-1 now. Right wing and over the line, Pisarczyk. Put it to the corner. Swiss get it out. And we are back at full strength. Right wing, Medvik over the line for Slovakia. And a shot towards the net in his butterfly style. Getting the glove on it, Aiden Huey. Good look at number 17, Samuel Pisarczyk, one of the leaders in scoring in the tournament. 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. He's been a good offensive driver for Slovakia. Shovelers coming out, a brief timeout here. Later this afternoon, should be a good one. Czechia and Team USA U17 selects. You like skill, you like upcoming prospects, that certainly is a game for you. We'd love to see you here at USA Hockey Arena. If not, we'll have it right here on USA Hockey TV at 4:30. That's Eastern time. 4:20, we'll have a brief pregame show. We'll give you the line combinations and some things to look for in that game, but it should be a dandy. Tomorrow, the finale of the tournament, the third place game, it'll be Slovakia against Switzerland. That's a 1 o'clock start, and the championship game will be Czechia and USA. And again, that will depend on the outcome of today's game, but we'll have it at 4:30. Love to have you here at USA Hockey Arena. Get your tickets by calling 734-453-8400. Make sure you say hello to Luke, to Peter, and to Caleb, and whoever's else in the ticket office. You might see Scott Monahan in there. You might see Denise Ronayne in there. We'll all take care of your ticket needs. We got plenty of room for you. A lot of guys in the penalty box, but everything offset.
13, Alessandro Damicelli, assisted by number 7, Alessio Ponzo, and by number 6, Moritz Lance. Switzerland goal by Damicelli, Ponzo, and Lance on the power play at 7:59.
2-1 Switzerland. Slovakia brings it out, a race for the puck in Swiss territory, played away. Back in his own end, Roman Jacques. Working around on the right side, but Swiss on it. Weber playing it in deep to the half wall. Swiss have it again. Weber trying to get a shot. Holds it to the backhand, put it to the hash marks. Too many blue jerseys there. Work it left side and a shot right on goal, kicked away by Havel and out of play. So the play whistle dead. Near the halfway point of regulation time. That man there, Nico Havel, played domestically last year for the Atlantic Coast Academy. That's located in Massachusetts. Some of these international players play really, literally all over the world for a good opportunity. Drop it to the right of Havel. Siska wins the draw. That's Kubas. He's a very good penalty killer. Right wing and over the line, Pisarczyk. Took a shot from the half wall. The save made for Aiden Huet. 2-1 Switzerland now. Pisarczyk plays with energy. Tried to work from the corner out in front. Puck taken away but held in. Right wing, a shot did not get through. That was Dusan Oleszak. Botka holding it at the left point, put it into a crowd. And it'll be called, I believe they'll call that a hand pass. Or maybe another penalty, we'll see. It is another penalty. Domicelli gonna go off. It is Domicelli on the penalty. So a lot of guys in the penalty box. Domicelli off at 9:55. Face it off to the right of Aiden Huet. Power play opportunity for Slovakia, trailing 2-1. Valek taking the draw, puck laying the dot, and it was won cleanly. Botka, though, holding it left point, working around right side, and a shot. Salic did not get through.
Call the 9:55.
That's the Domicelli penalty. Held in right point, Botka, good play. Valek put it into the hash marks. 2 shots there for Pisarczyk. 2 saves for Huet. Botka controls play, midpoint of the line, a shot right on goal, and the save made for Aiden Huet. See Huet, tall goaltender, pretty good size. Using that to his advantage. Play whistle dead with 9:29 left in the period. 2-1 Switzerland. They have a goal in this game from Adrian Rosa. A goal in this game from Alessandro Domicelli. The Slovakia reply, at least so far, Samuel Marianic. Battle for it in the face-off dot. Cleared free for Slovakia. They have a power play, trailing by a goal. Giving chase in the left corner, Halash. Keeps it alive. High slot to Chongrady. Simonchik, high slot and the shot. Save made by Huet, and he's been steady in goal in this game for Switzerland. Puck shot the length of the ice. Hard around the boards, a stretch pass to center and over the line. Controlling is Gonchar. Ivan Gonchar. Work it right wing. And into the bumper position. Too many white jerseys there. O'Leary trying to play it ahead, but they're going to call Slovakia on an offside at the Swiss line. Good look at Kellen O'Leary. Father is Canadian. Mother is Swiss. And if you look at his mother's resume, a very, very good athletic therapist working in the medical department for a lot of hockey teams in Switzerland for a long, long time. Jason, I know you're watching. Hope I got all that right. Valek, right wing in the Swiss end. Slovakia holding it, Botka. A seam pass intended left side for Pisarcik out of play and into the 5th row. Good look at a man there that's played with energy in this tournament, number 17, Samuel Pisarcik. 2 goals and 4 assists. He does have one good shot. They may be setting him up at the right circle here late in this power play. He has scored from that position before. And he is at the right wing on the final seconds of this power play. Here's Valek trying to play it left side as the power play has expired. Salik for Slovakia. Bodka left point moving in. Plays it back for Tomas Salik, the Slovakian captain. We're back at full strength. Salic takes a look. Trying to find Pisarcik, and the whistle blows. And we are going to get perhaps a high stick. Things getting a little chippy here. Maybe too many men on the ice, if I'm reading the sign from the referee. They make the sign with the circle, and it is going to be too many men on the ice. Slovakia trying to make a change while on the power play, and I think it's going to be too many men on the ice. So Switzerland on a power play at the 12:09 mark of the second period. The signal was too many men on the ice. And there were a lot of blue jerseys around that bench area. Face it off to the left of Nico Zakhabel in the Slovakian net. O'Leary takes the draw for Switzerland. Won by Slovakia. Hard around the boards. Ponzo holding it at the right point. 2-1 Switzerland. They work on a power play. Ponzo at the right point. Has a man on the left side.
Bench minor for too many men on the ice. Minor penalty being served by number 17, Samuel Pisarcik. Penalty called at 12:09.
Our PA announcer, Mr. Chris Butzlaff. Lons out of his own zone for Switzerland. Lead pass ahead. Tipped in. They'll chase it in behind the net. O'Leary trying to get there from the right corner. Lons trying to hold it along the right boards, but Slovakia playing at the length of the ice. Ponzo in behind his own net. Takes his time. Switzerland up 2-1. Pass to center. Carries it over the line. Domicelli works well with O'Leary. Lons at the right wing half wall, being tied up on the play, and the puck cleared out by Valek, and it is cleared the length of the ice by Slovakia. 45 seconds left in the Swiss power play. They haven't had much going on yet in this extra man advantage. They lead 2-1 with 6:30 left in the second period. Lead pass at center, and they'll set it up in the offensive end now. Bossard going right to the net. Right side, Rothel, and a shot right on goal. I believe that was Rosa with the shot and the save for Havel. A lot of traffic out in front of the Slovakian goal. Right side, Rothel. High slot, Rosa. Left wing, the shot did not get through. That's Big Bossard out in front, battling with Bodka. Continue to battle as the power play winding down. Rothel, right side. Dropping it. Rosa has a goal in the game as we get back to full strength. His shot blocked by Bodka. Bodka trying to play it around the boards as we get back to full strength. And a lead pass giving chase is Kubas, but the goaltender Huey reverses it to the right corner. Rothel, hard around the boards left side. And the puck skips out center ice with 5:20 left in the period. Coming in, Rothel got the shot, and the save made for Havel. Rothel late in his shift might have been running out of gas there as that puck squirted free, and Rothel partial breakaway. Puck back in the Swiss territory. Playing with a little bit of jump for the Swiss here. Right wing and over the line. Thuler was picked off on the play. Back comes Halash. Dumping it deep into Swiss territory. Held in, right point a shot. And the right pad stop by Aiden Huey. Back we go the other way. Ulrich has a goal in the tournament. Centering feed from behind the net, taken away in the face-off circle. Back comes Oleshak, put out from the players' benches. Battle for it back at the Slovakia line. Pisarcik finds his man Valek over the line, Silic. Here's Valek in behind the net, wraparound right wing side, and judging it well and making a left pad stop is Huet. Back the other way, and a good defensive play on the back check by Jacques, and the shot never got there. Ponzo, a shot right point that stung the Slovakian player. He ate that puck rather well. Continue to battle on a second block. That was Silic. He's had a couple of blocks in this shift. So an offensive player doing a little bit more than scoring points. Silic will get some congratulations at the bench. He blocked a couple of shots. 3:35 left. Pace picking up here. Ponzo gaining center with it, bounces it in to Havel. He makes the stop. Budka, of all the Slovakia defensemen, he might lead them in ice time in this tournament. Number 27, Oliver Budka. Budka in his own end. Played up the right side to center, Halash. Right wing and over the line, Kubas. Kubas worked around one man, jammed it on the far side post as he was going to his right and heading to the net, and the save made for Huet. Kubas has a man with him, decides to take it to the rack. You can see right there. Running out of space and time, and Huet judged it well, made the stop. 2-1 Switzerland. 3:06 left in the second period. Drop it to the left of that man there, Aiden Huet. Valek won the draw, but drew it up the middle. Bodka back in his own zone. Up the left side, Silic put it briefly into Swiss territory. Held in at the right point by Oleshak. Held in one more time by Ferreira. But now it's brought out by Switzerland on the counterattack. Taking it wide at Rothel. To the left circle, lost a handle on it. Silic back for Slovakia. Right wing, Halas on a change, playing it into Swiss territory. Hasler, no look pass, taken away by Silic for Slovakia in behind the Swiss goal. Slovakia trying to get something going here in the late stages of the period, trailing 2-1. Been a good period for Switzerland. Lead pass ahead, called on a Swiss icing call. Face it off in Swiss territory after the icing. Good look at number 20, Noel Rothel. Slovakia wins the draw. Pisarcik got the shot. Did not get to the net. Back behind the net. Simonchik trying to play it out in front for Slovakia. Puck taken away. And the Swiss dump it out center ice. And now Slovakia called on an offside at the line. Good look at Jakub Simonchik, number 10. 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament so far. He seems to work very well with Samuel Pisarcik. Although on the line chart they are on separate lines, they do play together from time to time. Slovakia has it at their own line with 1:45 left in the period. Left wing a shot wide of the net by Lifsnowski. Ping to the end wall. Swiss trying to get it out. Gonzalez reverses it back behind the net. It's like Hasler playing it off the wall. He'll roll the length of the ice. This could be icing on Switzerland, and it is. With 1:26 left in the period. Reminder at 4:30, Czechia and the Team USA selects. Team USA U17 selects. Should be a dandy. A lot of scouts early on in the tournament are saying, hey, that's going to be a marquee matchup. That didn't come from me, although I definitely promote it. That comes from the NHL and college scouts and some of the USHL people watching. Oleszek, a shot off the draw, severe angle left side to stop by Huet, who's played well in this game and goal for Switzerland. Buck 10 left in the period. Valek trying to make a play out of the corner, and the Swiss on the perimeter work it out to center. On the rush and over the line, Ulrich has a goal in the tournament. Severe angle shot, Leo Ulrich, and the save made for Nico Zach-Havel. He'll hold it and get a face-off with exactly a minute left in the second period. Hey, we'd love you to come to the games, buy a ticket, and enjoy yourselves here, but if not, we'll have it right here on USA Hockey TV. Drop it to the right of Havel. O'Leary won the draw. Shot off the draw, right on goal. O'Leary found the rebound, but it went over top of the net. Pisarczyk brings it back for Slovakia. Left wing, Simonczyk. Held in left corner. This was Medvik up on the play. But now on the counterattack, a race for the puck. Weber beaten on the play, and a shot right side was blocked. And staying home well was the tall defenseman for Slovakia, number 24, Roman Jacques. Pushing and shoving after the whistle. Look out, could be a penalty. And everybody in the respective penalty boxes have served their penalties. And so now just one lone person in the penalty box. It's going to be the captain, Kellen O'Leary. He'll go off with 26 seconds left in the second period. Slovakia with a late opportunity for the equalizer here in the period. Drop it to the left of Aiden Huet. 2-1 Switzerland. Slovakia on a power play late in the period. Switzerland wins the draw cleanly. Hard around the boards. Held in at right point, Chongradi. But Chongradi forced out center ice. A good defensive play by Nicholas Coffin on the penalty kill for Switzerland. Brought over the line, cleared in by Halash to the corner. Switzerland has enough of that. They'll rip it the length of the ice. Time winding down in the period. Chongradi fanned on a potential shot, and Switzerland leading 2-1 after 2 periods of play. They had a real good period. The shots on goal in the period by Switzerland, 15 for a 2-period total of 26. And by Slovakia, looks like 9 for a 2-period total of 19. Let's see what Chris Butzlaff says.
2-period total of 19. By Switzerland, 15 for a 2-period total of 26.
There you go. So a 2-1 Swiss lead after 2 periods of play. The scoring in the game has gone like this. Just 1 goal in the first period. Switzerland led 1-0 after 1. Adrian Rosa with his first of the tournament at 18:33 of the first period. The assist to Nilo Janola and Leo Ulrich. Slovakia tied the game in the second period at 4:55 at 1. The goal, Samuel Marianek, his first of the tournament. The assist, Patrick Shishka, and to number 16, Tomas Kubas. 1-1 at that point. Switzerland came back to take a 2-1 lead. Alessandro Damicelli's first of the tournament at 7:59. The assist on that second Swiss goal, Alessio Ponza and Moritz Lanz. So Switzerland leading Slovakia 2-1 after 2 periods of play. Pete Krepsky's my name. Tori Taylor is our producer. We'll turn it over to Tori. He's got some content for you in this second intermission. Switzerland 2, Slovakia 1. And on this Friday afternoon, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament from USA Hockey Arena. You're watching this exclusively on USA Hockey TV. Welcome to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. Hockey in August, that is outstanding. And we've got the first game of the 2025 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. The opening game of the tournament features Switzerland against Czechia. Well, we'll get better as we go on. Lead pass ahead, Hernig. Moving right out in front, got the shot, and scores! First goal of the tournament, Peter Hernig. And Hernig, who had 20 points in 20 games last year for his team, gives Czechia a 1-0 lead. We are back at full strength on all sides. Czechia up 1-0. Puck intercepted. And a shot, they score! Turnover in the offensive end. And Czechia took full advantage of it. Chanchik the goal on the turnover. Chanchik puts it in. A 2-0 Czechia lead. Wide right wing and over the line, Staneser. Centers it out in front, sticked away by the goaltender Bausch. A score! Shot through traffic. And it's 3-0 Czechia. Looks like Gombar will get the goal. A lot of traffic out in front of the Swiss net. But it rebounded right to Gombar, and he made no mistake. Chipping and chasing shoots to the end wall in the Czechia end, but it's taken away. Back and over the line, partial breakaway. Nemec coming right in, scores! And it's 4-0. Nemec with the goal. Czechia has exploded for 3 here in the second period. They've opened up a 4-0 lead. Time of this goal, 10:02. In behind the net, Verbata, bit of a cycle. Verbata to the high slot. Shot through traffic, scores! So Verbata goes high slot. See all the traffic in front of the net. At least 2 Czechia players there. And it might be Verbata all the way. We'll wait for the official call. 6-0 Czechia. Pass ahead, left side. Simon Sash in behind the net. Looking for centering feed. Got there! And they score! Puck through traffic and a lot of traffic out in front. And the puck trickled over the line. A good forecheck by Czechia. Looks like it's going to be Simon Sash on the goal. They definitely have a size advantage. They're up 7-0. Holding Switzerland, and they score! Switzerland gets one back. Bit of a turnover out in front, and the goal is going to go to Leo Ulrich. International hockey at the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. This game, Team Slovakia against the USA U17 selects. Taken away, centering feed and a shot blocked out in front. Did not get to the net, and they score at the right post. It's going to be Tomáš Salic, and Slovakia takes a 1-0 lead. Salic the goal. They score on a power play 13 seconds into the extra man. Dinovic starting it up, a 1-0 Slovakia lead. Stretch pass, Conboy coming in, score! And we're tied at 1. Excellent pass out of the zone by Dinovic, and Conboy head of the play ties this game at 1. Excellent pass right there, and right up the gut, here comes Conboy. Takes his time and puts it in. Conboy out of Lakeville North High School last year in Minnesota High School. Puck top to left circle, played away by Manila.
By number 11, Gunnar Conboy.
And they score again. Shot at the right post, put in. This is going to be the Youngstown Phantom prospect, Logan Anderson. Anderson set up at the right post as you were getting the announcement. Excellent pass by Schmidt to the right post. Logan Anderson put it in, 2-1 USA. Olejchuk let it go. Would have been offside if he played it. He did not. Stretch pass ahead. Look out. Demars coming in. Partial breakaway. Scores! And USA just too much speed in transition. And they make it 3-1. The goal, Brooks Demars. Take another look. Excellent pass out of the zone again. And Demars worked right in. Went backhand and put it inside the far post. Up the right side, and here comes Slovakia. Salic over the line, in deep. Moving it right out in front in the backdoor feed, and they score. Salic, a lot of the work, but young man sneaking through the back door, through the living room, and right to the kitchen. It'll be Matus Valek. Valek with the goal, and all of a sudden it's 3-2. Drop it to the right of Mason Corville. Slovakia winning the draw. Asking for it right point, Lishnowski. Shot, and they score! Looks like the goal is going to be Valek with his second of the period. That was a low shot, deflected out in front, and we are tied at 3. Conboy up the left side. We skate 4-on-4. Moving in Prunty. Drops it, Conboy. Got the shot. Score! USA leading 4-3. Conboy put it in top shelf. Little two-man game there with Prunty and Conboy. Conboy starts it, has a man at the point. Return pass, and it goes top shelf. USA retakes the lead at 4-3. Battle for it 2-on-2, and Wenkus gets back into his normal defensive spot. Put out in front, they score! That actually started in the right corner. USA winning some puck battles. Sung in behind the net, found his man, Jerry DiConzolo. This starts right here. This is dirty work done cheap. And out of the scrum is Sung with a man out in front, Jerry DiConzolo.
By number 16, Jerry DiConzolo.
Now Sung to center, takes it wide. Sung 2-on-1, out in front, they score! DiConzolo comes right back, and it's 6-3. So some chemistry there with Sung and DiConzolo. And Jerry DiConzolo, a pair of goals, 35 seconds apart. Valak in behind the net, right side, wraparound, good stop by Corville. Pisarchuk takes it left corner. Working around right side. Seam pass, left wing, they score! Pisarchuk, and it's 6-4. Pisarchuk, a driver in that whole power play, and he rips it in to make it a 6-4 game. The battle for it in front of the players' benches. Slovakia trying to get one more here. But look out, over the line is Sung. Out in front, DiConzolo waits, took the shot, scores! And DiConzolo with the hat trick. All three goals set up by Ethan Sung. USA reestablishes a 3-goal lead. It is 7-4. DiConzolo with the hat trick. Back comes Slovakia. Pass did not connect for Simonchek. Centering feed out in front. Simonchek scores! And it's 7-5. Bit of a broken play. That man there on the left, Jakub Simonchek, found that loose puck out in front, and he put it in.
Now the U.S. trying to answer. Moore going right in, takes the shot, and is it in? It is! The official points at the net, and so the U.S. answers quickly. Will Moore getting it home, and now the U.S. has life back within 2. In on that weak side. Now Mooney looking for an alley to thread it across. Instead brings it to Hensler. Now to Mooney, the one-time rocket, he scores!
Well, that's what the United States needed. It only took him 36 seconds.
Down ice. Trying to force the turnover as Parkey is successful. Zellers scores! Will Zellers puts it in high on the glove side, and the U.S. gets their 3rd of the day. Kicked around the far side. Up the wall, Martin can't get out. Puck is loose, they score! Potter wires it home on the glove side, and the U.S. has life. Now down 2 with 4:31 left. Able to get it out to center and take the pressure off. Now Osborne brings it up. And they score again! It's now a 1-goal game!
Ben Keevan, lethal, found him in the slot. Barry's a no-doubter. You could feel that.
This tournament's been awesome. Obviously, there's been a lot of people text me that don't normally watch a lot of my regular games, and they're just saying that that was one of the coolest experiences, sporting events they've ever seen.
It's hard not to get excited as a hockey fan. I think it was an unbelievable celebration of hockey. You know, it's best on best. It's great for our sport. It's great for opening eyes of potential opportunities moving forward on how we could create these types of events, you know, maybe a little bit more consistently. It's great for the sport itself. I think it could inspire another generation of young players to want to play the game, like some of the events that impacted my generation. There's so many people that are responsible for that, probably no one more than the volunteers at the grassroots level. I think that's the impact that events like this have.
Here's Fiddler. Hesitates, Fiddler, right on, score! Fiddler seeing a shot as Padel right through the wickets, and it's 1-0 USA.
Good patience by Fiddler at the point. He was waiting and waiting and waiting for traffic. Got a couple fakes to try to get outside the shot blocker's lane. He does, and a little innocent wrister. I think he just missed it with his stick.
Welcome back to Texas, and just like that, it's a 1-1 game as Mikhail Severchik curled around and ripped it in, bar and in. His first of the tournament. We apologize as we missed the live look for you. It's a 1-1 game. That's a tough area of real estate. Wrist shot, score! They've got the lead! Severchik again! Second of the period, 2-1 Slovakia.
you win or lose a draw, you got to know what you're doing. This one was just a stick battle on the boards that Slovaks were able to corral. And when you're hot, as Saperchik is in this game, as soon as it's on his blade, he rips this one to the glove side on the short side this time. Really no chance there for Quinlan as he got it up and underneath the bar.
Fiddler drives it in deep. Puck below the goal line. Centering feed in front. Score! Plaznica in front. Taps it in. We're tied up at 2.
Simple forecheck. Turnover by the Slovaks behind their net. And a quick little pass out to the net front. Plaznica beats his guy to the net front. One times it across his body and into the upper part of the net. And that's a great start for Team USA. Plaznica gets him even.
McKinney weaving. Shooting. Score! McKinney a rocket. And the United States has the lead. It's 3-2. Third of the tournament for Cole McKinney. It's massive here in Texas.
Pretty simple power play again. Get it back to the top, and we're going to see a great net front presence there. Moore stands right in the vision. McKinney with a quick little wrister, and Team USA is back in the lead.
Lisi puts it across. Hovan shoots. Score! Hovan ties it up. 3-3. Yeah, and Hovan's got his 5th of the tournament. We're tied up again.
Well, you talk about a response. The Slovaks come back. It's just a simple drive wide, and you find your man Hovan off on the side. Great dipsy doodle there as Lisi enters the zone, kind of fights through traffic.
Fairchild had it, lost it. Keevan picks it up. Reshot. Score! Benjamin Keevan, the OT winner, and the United States will take bronze here in Texas.
Put that one in a very hard position for that goaltender to save. He's going to the right, and he goes back to where the goaltender came from. It's tough to get that pad back over there, and Keevan scores the big goal to get Team USA the bronze medal.
Hi, my name's Steve Keeper with the Keeper Foundation. There's many forms of distracted driving. Certainly eating and drinking in the car, putting on makeup, talking to other people, talking on your cell phone are all examples of distracted driving. By far, the most dangerous behavior is looking at your phone while driving. Please, when you're behind the wheel, put your phones down and just drive.
This copyrighted production of USA Hockey TV is the property of USA Hockey and USA Hockey TV. Any reproduction or restreaming without express permission is prohibited.
Hey friends, welcome back to USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth, Michigan. You're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. And on this Friday afternoon, Switzerland leading Slovakia 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. Let's check highlights. I got to say, Switzerland has really improved since the opening of the tournament, but this is the equalizer. For Slovakia, had come at 4:55 of the second period, the goal by Samuel Marianic. Shot at the right wing side of the net by O'Leary, and the save made by Havel. Swiss goaltender Aiden Hue has played well, and you saw an example of it there. This is the lead goal at this point in the game. It'll be Alessandro Damicelli ripping it in from the left circle. Time of that goal, 7:59. Switzerland leading 2-1. Hey, this is a team that got blown out 7-1 in their first game against Czechia, and they've steadily improved since then. See that a lot in this tournament or in other tournaments. Team might get blown out early on, and they get better and better as time goes on. These teams will play tomorrow in the third place game at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Czechia and the Team USA U17 selects play at 4:30 today in their final game of the preliminary round, and then they will be playing for first place tomorrow. Championship Saturday at 4:30. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. That is then. This is now. And we're underway in the third period. Power play for Slovakia. They'll set it up right side. Pisarczyk took the shot, fired it wide. Valek trying to hold it. Salic trying to play it back in the point, and the Swiss have it. Real nice work by Nicholas Coffin on a penalty kill. He'll dump it the length of the ice for Switzerland. Minute left in the Slovakia power play. Here they come, trailing by a goal. Right wing and over the line, Valek has has 3-3 on the tournament. Matus Valek, right wing, puts it in deep. It went off the stick of a defenseman up on the play, Lichnowsky. And Switzerland content to play at the length of the ice. Back comes Slovakia. They work it over the line, a shot blocked. The shot attempt for Chongradi, but that was blocked at the defense. Kubas plays it over the line, giving chase in deep. Reislich put it out in front. Battle for it at the right post. A shot by Ferreira, and the save made by Aiden Huey. 14 seconds left in the power play for Slovakia. Now look at it. Ferreira crashing the net. And there's going to be a penalty on the play. It's going to be Switzerland. It's going to be Valerio Weber. So a brief 5-on-3 power play for Slovakia. They trail 2-1. The penalty to Weber comes at the 1:21 mark. And this might be a misconduct because Switzerland still has 4 players out. So a 5-on-4 power play for 14 seconds for Slovakia. Weber in the penalty box. Try to get that call for you.
Yeah. 2 minutes for slashing. And it's Switzerland, number 24.
So it's an offset. Late power play. Bodka holding it as we get back to full strength. So the penalty's offset there. 2-1 Switzerland. Looking to get their first victory of the tournament. Bodka back behind his own net, missed Lichnowsky. Played ahead by Salic, a race for the puck, Pisarczyk. Takes it in behind the net. Being double teamed and triple teamed. Swiss play it up the right wall, and they get it out with Kaufman. Kaufman playing it back into his own zone. Hasler up the middle for Lons. Lons gains the Slovakian line. Left side, Rothel taken away. Marianek and Slovakia on the rush. Marianek could not get the return pass. Left wing, a shot by Kuba, steered away by Huey. Puck bouncing out center ice. On it, Shishka. Left wing pass, Kubas. Play it in deep for his mate. They continue to battle there. Moving in left side, a toe drag. Maybe one move too many. The shot did not get to the net. The attempt by Reislich. Puck back into Slovakia territory. Puck left there. 3:10 into the period. Marianek has the Slovakia goal. Checked along the boards in front of the penalty box area. Looks like Slovakia definitely trying to push the pace here. Lons back behind his own net up the right side. Swiss started out, lead pass, Janola. Centering feed, and it went off the Swiss player set up out in front. Pass was actually behind him. That pass intended for Eloy Gonzalez. Gonzalez couldn't get to that pass again. The shot wide of the net. Back comes Switzerland over the line. A good takeaway at the Slovakian defense. That was Valek. Valek and Salic out there. Salic trying to get it in behind the net, taken away. Bossard for Switzerland, picked off at center. Back comes Slovakia, trailing by a goal. Wide right wing, Pisarczyk picked off on the play. And the puck back into Slovakian territory. Bodka Out in front of the penalty box there for Salic. Salic trying to hook up with Pisarcik. And the Swiss content to dump it in behind the Slovakian goal. 4:40 into the period, 2-1 Switzerland. Right wing, a shot. And the save made for Havel at the right doorstep. I believe that was Bossard. Back comes Halash for Slovakia. Played along the left boards. Continue to battle there. Halash out of the scrum. Work it back on the left point. Right point, Jacques. Shot through traffic, did not get to the goal. Deflects out of play. So the play whistle dead. 5:02 into the period. Patrick Rieschlik, number 19, has an assist in the tournament. He'll take the draw to the left of Aiden Huet. 2-1 Switzerland. Slovakia wins the draw. Shot high slot, did not get through. Counterattack by Switzerland. Domicelli over the line for Weber. Puck taken away. Right side, Olejnik playing it into the Swiss end. Swiss real patient on the perimeter. They'll start it up with Weber. Weber to center. Gain the center ice stripe, put it to the right, to the left of Havel. Puck around on the boards. Jacques playing it to the left corner. And it's played ahead, race for the puck. One-on-one, Lons with his man, and Lons an effective poke check. Took it off his man. Good defense there. Shot left wing in tight, save made by Huet. And the puck played away by Switzerland. There's a injured player on the ice. He is down on the ice in the corner. Slovakia player. Medical staff out to check on him. So a 2-1 Swiss lead. We are 5:57 into a scoreless but not uneventful second period. Can't tell who's on the ice. I'm sorry. Love to identify him for you. It might be Jakub Simonchik, but we'll wait for that. Before you ask, and I get direct messages, I don't get medical reports up here. I just don't. 2-1 in favor of Switzerland. The Swiss goals in this game: Adrian Rosa in the first period, Alessandro Domicelli in the second. The lone Slovakia goal, Samuel Marianek. And the Slovakia player going slowly to the bench. And they're going to take him right to the dressing room. So that necessitated a stoppage in play. Switzerland up by a score of 2-1. They'll face it off at the center ice dot. Fuchs back at his own line for Switzerland. Weber, right side, and a long lead pass. Failed to click. Havel out, but they're going to call it icing on Switzerland. I think. Perhaps just an offside. Pace is slowed down again. I think this is good for Switzerland. Weber takes the draw for the Swiss to the right of Havel. Face-off won by Kubas. Kubas has Marianek ahead of the play. The pass off the skates of Samuel Marianek. Swiss have it again, up 2-1. And offside Slovakia at the Swiss line. 4:30, Czechia and Team USA U17 Select. Should be a dandy. And then tomorrow at 1 o'clock, the third place game, again between Switzerland and Slovakia. The first place game on Championship Saturday, Czechia and the USA U17 Selects. Over the line, the shot, Ulrich blocked, and that stung Lucas Chongradi. Shot high slot, slight piece of that for Havel. Kaufman back behind his own net, looks like Hasler. Missed Kaufman beyond the goal line. Slovakia really being held, for the most part, in neutral territory here in the third period. Back to get in his own end at Matej Medvik. Medvik up the right side. And it's played ahead. Given chase. Gonchar. Valek on the forecheck in the right corner. Battle for it there, 2-on-2. Swiss out of the scrum. That's good work. Up ahead, Bossard. Dropped it at the right point, but it went out to neutral territory, brought back in by Switzerland. They're called on the offside. So the play whistle dead. Look at Alexander Livsnoski, number 7 for Slovakia. 7:37 into the period. Scoreless but not uneventful. Switzerland 2, Slovakia 1. Pass up the right side. Pisarczyk playing it in deep for Slovakia in behind the Swiss goal. Huet playing it to the half wall. Neff giving chase. Right side, Jacques. Work at left point. Shot blocked. And the Swiss eating their share of pucks. Bossard, left wing at center. Put it in deep. Livsnoski for Slovakia. Put it to the corner. And Slovakia brings it out. Jacques gaining the center ice area. Carries it into Swiss territory. And in behind the net they battle. Puck pried free. Look like Domicelli. Back behind the net, they find defenseman Daniel Fuchs. Up the left side, Weber, and we've got a Slovakian player down on the ice. Perhaps a Swiss penalty. Time of this, 8:26. Switzerland going to get a penalty. This was nowhere near the puck. It's going to be Sam Neff off on the penalty. Meanwhile, a timeout on the ice surface. 2-1 Switzerland. Time of the penalty, 8:26. Look at our upcoming schedule. Today at 4:30, 4:20 pregame show. Czechia against USA. The third place game will be Slovakia and Switzerland tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The championship game, 4:30, Czechia and USA. Check your, you have room? And we'd love to see you here at the USA Hockey Arena. We do have a lot of room here. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. Make sure you say hello to Luke, to Peter, and to Caleb. They will take care of all of your ticket needs. We'll have a moment. I want to thank the USA Hockey Arena staff, Mike Henry, Tony Noble, Paul Fossbender, Josh McAfee, and a lot of folks that have worked very hard this week. Really started at the end of last week to put this tournament on. Thanks Scott Monahan and a lot of his crew as well. A lot of hockey being played in August. I love it. And most of all, we thank all of you if you've been watching. I don't care if you're a parent, extended family member, NHL scout, general manager, whatever. Thank you for tuning in. So Slovakia on a power play trailing 2-1. Neff the penalty.
And Neff, 2 minutes for hooking called at 8:26. It is another.
Into the bumper position, a shot. That hit the traffic, or a great stop by Huet. set up well by Slovakia there. Now Havel missed his man with the pass. Goes the length of the ice. Switzerland back to get it. Ponzo picked off on the play. And Slovakia going to the net hard with the Rieschlik and the save made by Aiden Huey. Huey's been good in this game. Good look at Patrick Rieschlik, number 19. Has an assist in the tournament. Drop it to the left of Huey. 2-1 Switzerland. Weber on the draw, won it cleanly. Hard around the boards, Thuler cannot get it out. Valek holding it right side. Budka shot through traffic and the save made by Huey. Stopped a severe angle shot. Pisarchik, always dangerous. And Huey a couple of stops there. Pisarchik. Shot Budka. Deflected over top of the net. Maybe a slight piece of that for Huey. High slot, left side. Play it in deep. Budka picked off on the play. And it goes the length of the ice. That was Valek, excuse me. Budka with the puck now. Budka starting it up. 45 seconds left in the Slovakian man advantage. Taken over the line. High slot, it goes. Kubas a shot right on goal. Pad stop by Huey. Held in briefly by Budka, but goes out center ice. Budka picked off on the play defensively. Kaufman, who's had a good day killing penalties for Switzerland, dumps it in behind the Slovakian net. 9:50 left in the regulation. 2-1 Switzerland. Marianek for Slovakia over the line. They'll chase it to the end wall with Chongradi. Played back on the left point. And the puck behind the net. Taken away up the corner. And Switzerland taking their time. Good work. Neff back on. Play stays in the Swiss end and a glove stop by Aiden Huey on Marianek. And Huey has stopped 23 of 24 in the game. Two 2-1 Switzerland. 9:26 left in regulation. Rieschlik takes the draw for Slovakia against Gonzalez. Gonzalez wins the draw. Hard around the board. Jacques holding it at the right point for Slovakia. Lanz in behind his own net. Good little play to go to Rosa. And it's cleared out by Janola. Play loose at center. Gonzalez tipping it in deep into Slovakia territory. Jacques back to get it. Finds Lisnowski. Taken away in the corner by Switzerland. They'd love to keep the play at neutral territory or in the Slovakia zone as much as they can over this final 8:50. They are guarding a 1-goal lead. Best game of the tournament for Switzerland. Centering feed failed to click. That was Ulrich, left corner, trying to find his man. And the lively carom goes all the way into Swiss territory. Lanz, first man there. Evades the check of Marianek. Played ahead, Pereira. And the puck back in the Slovakia territory. Bodka back to get it. Leaving it for Ferreira. Back to Bodka. Oliver Bodka probably leaving the Slovakian defense in ice time. Right wing and over the line. Silic, the captain. Backhand shot. Save made by Huey. Rebound. They score! The late man put it in after Silic got it started. And it's going to be that man, Matus Valek, with his fourth of the tournament. Puck lay loose briefly. And Valek picked it up. You can see right there. He is very good from the hash marks in. Matus Valek. And Slovakia has tied this game up. Time of the goal, 11:54. It started with Silic, the captain. And the puck lay loose. And Valek, the second attempt after Ferrara had the original attempt. Probably going to be 23 from 8 and 25. We'll wait for the official call. So we're tied at 2. Game has been scoreless, tied, or no more than a 1-goal differential all afternoon long. Slovakia and Switzerland tied at 2. Puck to the side of the Swiss net. Swiss bring it out. Lead pass ahead, intended for O'Leary. Taken away at the Slovakia line. They'll chase it with Kubas. Deep left wing in the Swiss end. Checked off the puck. Kubas chasing it left corner. And Thuler has it for Switzerland.
23, Matis Valek. Assisted by number 25, Alexander Ferreira. And by number 8, Matej Hanzik. Slovakia goal by Valek from Ferreira and Hanzik at 11:54.
I apologize. That was Salic all the way. So the goal reads Valek, his 4th of the tournament, from Tomasz Salic and Alexander Ferreira. 23 from 8 and 25. 2-2, 7:05 left in regulation. Drop it to the left of Huet. Face-off won by Sam Neff defensively for Switzerland. Bossart up the boards, can't get it out. Held in Olejak. Plays it back on the left point. Livsnowski a shot blocked. Switzerland back in transition. Good back check. Jacques took it off his man. Winding it up, Rieslick. Patrick Rieslick over the line. Tried to play it in the corner, knocked down at the Swiss defense by Hasler. 2-2 game now. Bossart up the middle. Chipping and chasing. This is going to stay in play. With 6:25 left in regulation, tied at 2. Battle for it in the corner. Held in by Switzerland. Work at left point. Shot towards the net. Swiss regroup at the right point. That failed to click for Fuchs. We go back the other way. Trying to find the late man, Marianic, played away. Puck to center and over the line. Swiss regroup, Janola on his side of center. The puck around on the boards in Slovakia territory. 2-on-1 Slovakia if they hurry, offside on the play. That was Valek trying to hook up with Ivan Gonchar. So the play whistle dead, a 2-2 game. Drop it outside the Swiss line. Rieslick on the draw against Weber. Puck lay and skates. Swiss have it. Thuler. Round on the other side. They started out with Valerio Weber. Puck taken away at the Slovakia line. Thuler up the middle. Rallied off his own man. Rothel tied up on the play. And Slovakia bringing it back. Wide right wing heading to the net. Jamming it wide of the net. The attempt by Patrick Šiška. And Šiška went right into the net. Meanwhile, we go back the other way. An excellent defensive play by Marianic, but we're going to get a penalty. Marianic on the back check played that puck away well, but we're going to get a penalty here. And Marianic said, "What did I do?" So Switzerland works on a power play. Time of the penalty, 15:05. Marianic, I kind of agree with him in the penalty box. That actually looked like a pretty good play. Switzerland on a power play, O'Leary on the draw offensively. 2-2 here in the late stages of the third period. Puck lay in the dot, and Slovakia playing at the length of the ice. They are an aggressive penalty-killing team. Let's see if They do that here in the late stages of this one. Lifshnovsky hard around the boards, goes left side, and Halash plays at the length of the ice on the Slovakia penalty kill. Switzerland starts it up with Lons. He has an assist in the game. Wide right wing and over the line, looks like Domicelli. Takes it in behind the net in a 2-2 game. Taken away in turn, Ferreira. Hard around the boards and out of play. Two-two with 4:17 left in regulation. We'll play 3-on-3 overtime if we get there. And if we're still tied after that, it'll be, I believe, a 5-person shootout. Let those who are not familiar with international competition, that's what usually happens. Weber taking the draw. Won by Slovakia. Right side Silic. He'll play at the length of the ice. So they've got Valek with Silic out there killing the penalty. They are a dangerous offensive group. Silic with Valek. Here's Silic coming in, partial breakaway, shorthanded. Silic got the shot. Fine stop by Aiden Huet. Keep this thing tied at 2. Right on cue. Back comes Switzerland. Gonzalez plays it left side. Weber a shot. Fighting it off Havel. Loose outside the blue ice. They scrum for it. Held in by Switzerland. Rosa at the point. Weber a shot right on goal. Save made. And the rebound played away with 25 seconds left in the Swiss power play. Adrian Rosa back behind his own net. Starting it up. Late changes for Switzerland with the man advantage. They have 10 seconds left with their man advantage. Puck still loose at center. Look out. Here comes Slovakia on the counterattack. Right wing and over the line trying to make a play was Richard Halash. Picked off on the play, and we get back to full strength with 2:50 left in regulation. Tied at 2. Lead pass ahead, bounces into Slovakia territory. Jacques back to get it up the left wall. He'll play at the length of the ice, no icing on the play. Marianek up on the play, and Huet dumps it up to the neutral ice area. Back to get it, Alessio Ponzo. Ponzo around on the boards. Ponzo leaving it for Moritz Lons. Lons checked in the corner by Silic. And the puck out center ice. Cleared over the line with 2:05 left. Lifshnovsky had his own line. Silic in front of the players' benches. Almost put it into the Swiss bench. Dumps it in deep. Left side Kaufman. Put it out in front of his own net. Puck played away but not out. And they'll whistle it dead. Believe they'll call it a hand pass. With 1:53 left. If I'm reading the shot clock right, the Swiss has been held to 1 shot in the period. But we are tied at 2. Shots 28-27 in favor of Slovakia. 2-2 game. Neff on the draw, won it cleanly. Thuler plays it up the right side. Neff at his side of center, chips and chases. Goes the length of the ice, and Switzerland called on the icing with 1:45 left in regulation in a 2-2 game. Good look at Oliver Bodka. I believe he leads all the Slovakia defensemen in ice time, not only today but also in the tournament. Pretty steady defenseman, Oliver Bodka. Drop it to the right of Aiden Huet. 2-2. 1:45 left. Slovakia wins the draw. Shot off the draw. Knocked down out in front. That was Halash getting the shot attempt. Puck in behind the net. Neff up the left side. Bossard. Checked by Ferreira. And Slovakia regroups with 1:25 left. Shishka knocked down on the play. We're going to get a penalty to Switzerland. Oh, my. Ferreira holding on to it. And the penalty to Switzerland with 1:17 left. Going to be a tripping call. So Slovakia in the final 1:17 work on a power play. Penalty to Tim Trussell. Timeout on the ice surface. A 2-2 game. Slovakia working on a power play now. There'll be a face-off offensively for Slovakia in the Swiss end. Trussell the penalty for Switzerland. The goals for Switzerland. Adrian Rosa and Alessandro Damicelli. The Slovakian goals. One for Samuel Marianek. And the equalizer here in the third period, Matus Valek. Good look at the Swiss bench. So much is talked about. If we win the faceoff, this is what we're going to do. And if we lose the faceoff, this is what we're going to do. Both teams saying approximately the same thing. Slovakia on a power play in a 2-2 game. See who they send out here. Salic, of course. Valek, of course. Botka. We have Kubas on one side. Slovakia wins the draw. Botka sets it up right side. Valek for Botka. 2-2 in the third period. Valek takes a look. High slot, Botka. Shot went off a stick, did not get through. Valek trying to hold it. Slovakia is holding it, less than a minute to play. Forced out, good play. Kellen O'Leary puts it back into Slovakia territory. Salic in behind his own net. Two captains out there. Salic for Slovakia and O'Leary for Switzerland. Slovakia gains the Swiss line in the final minute of play in the third period, tied at 2. Slovakia on a power play. Salic back on the left point. Valek moving in. Seam pass, and one timing it wide was Tomas Salic. Botka holding it at the point. Has it one more time. Plays it for Valek. Salic, right circle. Took the shot, was blocked. A good block there. And the puck out center ice. Less than 10 seconds to play in the third period. Taking it wide, Valek. Matus Valek shovels it out in front, did not get there. And we are headed into overtime, tied at 2. Shots on goal in the third period, if I'm reading it right. Slovakia 9 for a 3-period total of 28. By Switzerland 1, and they have 27 after 60 minutes of play. The penalty will continue for Tim Trussell. Go to the third period highlights. We always have highlights. And Aiden Huey making a good stop there. Huey was definitely tested. And this is going to be the equalizer. The late man, Matus Valek, with his 4th of the tournament. And we are tied at 2. 43 seconds left in the penalty. As you take another look at the equalizer. Slovakia definitely pushing the pace. This is Salic coming in short-handed. And a good stop by Aiden Huey. This is late in the period. And Salic is shot. Kind of misfired on it. So we are headed in overtime. So now it gets tricky. You get 2 points now if you win in overtime, or 2 points if you win in a shootout. You get 1 if you lose in overtime, or 1 if you lose in a shootout. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's correct. But it could be important in terms of the third place finish, which will be tomorrow. 2-2 headed in overtime. Slovakia remains on a power play. The Swiss goals in this game, Adrian Rose in the first period, Alessandro Damicelli in the second. The Slovakia goals, Samuel Marianek in the second period, and the equalizer in the third, Matus Valek. See, to some of the USA fans and the Swiss fans who have been here all tournament long, pretty much sitting in the same spot. We appreciate their support. Might be parents of the players. And some of the other folks watching intently. And we are getting ready to go into overtime, tied at 2. Big clock shows 25 seconds left. Game has been scoreless, tied, no more than a 1-goal differential all afternoon long. This is easily Switzerland's best game of the tournament. Speaking of people in the crowd, a guy that's been a regular here all during the tournament, NTDP alum, Rutger McGroarty, who went on to play for the University of Michigan. Drafted in the first round by the Winnipeg Jets, traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins. I wouldn't be surprised to see McGroarty in a Pittsburgh uniform this year. So it'll be 4-on-3 as we start the third period. As we start the overtime. 4-on-3 as we start the overtime. Weber wins the draw for Switzerland, and it's played into Slovakia territory. So it's a 4-on-3 power play for Slovakia as we get the overtime going in a 2-2 game. Brought over the line by Valek. Valek to the right corner. The drop for Budka. In overtime, tied at 2. Budka taking a look. Looks for the return pass, gets it right dot. Does not shoot. Valek with traffic out in front. Budka taking his time. Took the shot. Might have been deflected out in front. I don't think it got to Huey. Left wing. Now Budka got the shot. Ripped it over top of the net as he was set up by Salic. Swiss back at full strength. 4-on-4. Leave till the next whistle. Behind the net. Sean Grady tied up at the end wall there. Looks like that's Hasler and Sean Grady. Puck pried free. Puck stays in the Swiss end in overtime. Tied at 2. Puck blocked out center ice. Look out. Switzerland back in transition. And a good defensive play by Salic took it off his man. Salic to the corner. Instead, it goes to Jacques. And around on the left side for Lichnowsky. Now Salic. Taking a long look. In overtime, tied at 2. Slovakia's had the puck much of this first 150 or so of overtime. They'll start it up again with Rieflich. Rieflich to center. Gains the Swiss line. Has Marianek with him. Rieflich holding it. Goes left point. Xhaka shot. On goal. Save made. Marianek has the rebound for Slovakia. Xhaka shot. Right on goal. A stop made. And a great stop. A great stop by on Marianek by Aiden Huey. The stop of maybe the tournament. Great stop. Keep this thing tied at 2. Lons back in his own end. Lets it go. Takes the return pass. 2:35 left in overtime. Tied at 2. Lons over the line for Switzerland. Went outside the net and lost the handle. Puck in deep to the left corner. They battled for it there. Looks like that's Bossard in behind the net. Doing some good work for Switzerland. Work it back on the right point. It skipped away from Hasler. Does a good job to keep the play alive. Over the line, right side, trying to head to the net. Trussell. Hasler, a bouncing puck right point, keeps it alive for Switzerland, and it skips out center ice. With 2 minutes left in the overtime, tied at 2. Left wing, Shishka dropping it left point. Slovakia setting up in the zone. Continue to battle. Jacques at the right point, a shot right on goal. Save made by Huet. Switzerland real deliberate here. Both teams changing now. In overtime, tied at 2 and $1:30 left. Back behind his own net, Pereira starting it up for Switzerland. Ran into traffic, look out. And trying to make a play there, Dusan Oleshak. And that failed to click. Back we go, Pereira trying it again. Up the middle it clicks. Puck loose in front of the players' benches of Slovakia. On the rush again. Right side and over the line to the high slot. Here's a shot, Pereira. I don't think it got to the net. Final minute of play of the overtime. Slovakia has had much of the possession, but we are tied at 2. Rothel behind his own net, taking a long look for Switzerland. They'll take their time. Work it up the right side. Played in from center. And called on the offside. 34.9 seconds left. We are tied at 2 in overtime. Switzerland without a shot in the overtime. Slovakia has had the puck much of this overtime. We continue to go. Based on the penalty, it was 4-on-3 and then 4-on-4. We go on to 3-on-3 now, I think. Yep, 3-on-3. That makes sense to me. Drop it to the left of Nico Zach Havel. Face off to the left of Havel. Valak on the draw, won by Switzerland. A shot off the draw, wide of the net. That shot by Thuler. Salic behind his own net. Dropping it for Valak. Valak finding Tomas Salic. In overtime, tied at 2. He'll set it up with 15 seconds behind his own net. Tomas Salic taking his time. Here comes Valak over the line, offside, with 5.5 seconds left. Shootout looming large. See where they drop the face-off. Going to be outside the Swiss line. Rieschlik takes the draw, laying the dot. Rieschlik guiding it towards the Swiss net. And time winding down, we are headed in the shootout, tied at 2. Shots on goal in the overtime by Slovakia, 4 for a total of 32. By Swiss, none, and they have 27 through 65 minutes.
Overtime.
So now it's shootout.
Slovakia 2. We're going to a shootout.
So shootout looming large. Referee over at the penalty timekeeper's box. They'll talk to the respective captains, make everything in order, to shave a part of the ice as well. 2-2 after 65 minutes. The Swiss goals, Adrian Rosa and Alessandro Domicelli. The equalizers for Slovakia, Samuel Marianak, and the second goal, Matusa Valak. That second goal, I know it is announced to the crowd, but it was actually Valak from Salic and Ferreira. So the arena staff going to shave the center ice portion of the rink, and we will get the shootout underway. 4:30 Eastern time, and hey, I don't know what time it is now. We might bump that up a little bit, but right now scheduled 4:30 Eastern time. Czechia and the Team USA U17 selects. Slovakia and Switzerland will play tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then we'll have the championship game tomorrow. That's Saturday at 4:30. Tickets available by calling 734-453-8400. You might get tired of me giving you the phone number, but we'd love to have you out here. Say hello to our box office folks, Luke, Peter, Caleb, anyone else in there. They will take care of all your ticket needs. So as they get the ice ready for the shootout, we wait. Again, we thank everybody out there for tuning in, wherever it may be. Maybe you're a parent of a player, member of the extended family, scouts, NHL scouts, college scouts, scouts from the United States Hockey League, anywhere else. Thank you for tuning in, be it live on a Wednesday, live on a Friday, actually. I get my days mixed up. I apologize for that. Live on a Friday or our replay archived edition. USA Hockey Arena staff doing their job. In overtime, tied at 2, Slovakia and Switzerland heading into the shootout. I have no idea who this favors, but we will see what happens. Both goaltenders have played rather well. This is the first time we've seen Aiden Huet in the tournament, and he's played well today. Nico Jacques Havel, in his first opportunity to play in the tournament, stopped 13 of 14, and he's been almost as good in this game. So they've done some work on the ice, and the shootout upcoming. Two-two. Game has been scoreless, tied, or no more than a one-goal differential all night long. It looks like Switzerland will shoot first. As we get this shootout underway, a good look at Nico Jacques Havel. Played in the United States last year for the Atlantic Coast Academy, a prep school in Pittsfield, Massachusetts. Put up some pretty good numbers. A 2.61 goals against average, a .924 save percentage. As you can see, a tall goaltender. Takes up a lot of room. Get the net, and then you see on the other end, Aiden Huet, father Cristobal Huet, played in the NHL for some time. Hey, Aiden Huet making a name for himself, though. So we're headed in the shootout. Looks like it's going to be Switzerland to shoot first. Tied at 2. I believe this will be a 5-man shootout.
Alessandro Dominicelli.
Alessandro Dominicelli in the shootout. And here we go. And they score! 5-hole for Dominicelli. Had to wait, but it is a 1-0 lead in the shootout. Dominicelli, you can see the head up all the way. And he went 5-hole on Havel. 1-0 Swiss in the shootout. Captain Tomas Salic. Both benches standing. 1-0 Switzerland in the shootout. Here's Salic. Their first opportunity. Salic and a right pad stop by Huet. Another look at it. And a good stop with the pad by Huet. Going to be Ulrich. 1-0 Switzerland in the shootout. Ulrich to the hash mark. Fake, backhand. And the save made. Take another look. This is going to be Samuel Marianic. He has a goal in the game. 1-0 Switzerland in the shootout. Scores! Swiss will try it again. So apparently the shot by Ulrich was a goal. Couldn't read the referee's sign very well. So anyway, it's 2-1. Sam Neff tries it. Both benches standing. Neff waits. And the save made. So it's 2-1. Going to be their leading goal scorer, Matus Valek. Here comes Valek. 2-1 Switzerland. Valek takes his time. Waits. And hit the post. On the backhand. So we go to round 4. 2-1 Switzerland in the shootout. Going to be Adrian Rosa has a goal in the game. Here he comes, right circle to the net. And fired it wide. Another look at it. Head up all the way, he's got a plan, but fired it wide. 2-1 Switzerland in the shootout. Going to be the defenseman Bodka. 2-1 Switzerland in the shootout. Bodka goes wide, heads to the net. And the save made by Huet. It remains a 2-1 Swiss lead in the shootout. 5-man shootout. Going to be the captain, Kellen O'Leary. 2-1 in the shootout. O'Leary head up all the way. And scores! And Switzerland going to win this one in a shootout. And they go in the third place in the, at least temporarily, in the standings. Obviously played their best game of the year, of the tournament. And O'Leary with the game winner, you can see right here. Head up all the way, and he found the back of the net. So Switzerland and Slovakia will play for third place tomorrow. Switzerland right now with the advantage. We're going to hold it right here for the players of the game and the three-star and the playing of the Swiss national anthem.
13. Number 29, Nico Zach Pablo. And congratulations and good luck in the rest of the tournament. Now please turn your attention toward the flags for the national anthem of Switzerland, presented by Heinz Park Lincoln.
So in a shootout, Switzerland wins this game 3-2. They will advance to temporarily third place in the standings of this 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. Coming up at 4:30, it'll be Czechia against the Team USA U17 selects. We look forward to that. This is obviously Switzerland's best game of the tournament, and they win it in a shootout by a score of 3-2. The Czechia USA game will start on time, I've been told. Thought it might start a little bit late, but not so. So we invite you to take a little break, and we'll be back around 4:20 for our pregame show of the game between Czechia and Team USA, the U17 selects. Switzerland wins this one 3-2 in a shootout over Slovakia. And from USA Hockey Arena, you're watching the 2025 U17 Four Nations Tournament. We're back at it at 4:20 Eastern Time. Thank you for watching, everybody, and we will be back shortly.